Greetings and salutations, Dota fans, as I Badger back for some more League of Legends Season number 12 playoffs. It's an elimination best of 3 between your nightmares over on the dire side and Mo Filski, Mo Problems on the Radiant side. I'm joined tonight by 3 guests. It is the brothers, Salacious Sea Lion 62 and Andy Bendy, as well as Top 100 Gamer, Rohofireflu. How are you guys doing on this fine evening?
Good. I love League of Legends because it always starts late enough for me to make pasta. So that's my
I
favorite thing
also
about League
love
of
League
Legends.
because Rook can make pasta. I think it's really great for them.
I don't think you want to ask me that question, Badger, but since you did, I will answer truthfully. I'm doing very well PG tonight.
Badger, you fucking baited yourself into that. Oh, excuse my language. I know this is. Oh my god, this draft is going fast, guys. You notice this shit?
What is
Yeah.
going on?
Crazy.
Well, they had 25 minutes to think about it, you know? They were just sitting there in the
Oh my
lobby, like,
God.
We
all
wouldn't
right.
have thought at all about it. Dude.
I mean, we wouldn't
Yeah,
have,
we-
but they did. They did.
Our team would have been like, "Oh guys, what do we do now? They picked Doom. They picked
Oh
Doom."
my god! Oh my god!
Isn't
we
this
can't
guy,
play
isn't this guy
anything.
doing one trick? Am I crazy?
He plays other heroes, but Doom. Wait, never mind. It's,
No,
actually,
I'm
it's,
pretty
it's a
sure
block
he,
pick.
if you ask him,
This is
he'll
a
say
block
he's
pick.
doing one
This is
trick.
definitely a block pick. Because the player you're thinking of is Filski, but he's in the Radiant team.
Oh, you're so.
No, I thought the
Badger.
Filski guy plays the green heroes, bro.
He plays the green heroes, but he also plays Doom, and Doom is his
Ugly,
best hero.
ugly.
I think he plays Doom.
Like when Doom is banned, then he's playing green heroes a lot of the time, but his best hero is without a doubt Doom.
I see.
It's probably the block pick, to be honest.
And Doom is banned a lot, so he plays a lot of green heroes.
Doom is also just good. So
Well, sure,
Get-
but yeah.
I hate Doom. It's a liberal
Yeah,
hero for
right.
liberals.
yeah, I'd agree. Bands on both sides are pretty solid, actually. This actually looks very similar to the bands we just did in one of our scrims that we
Yeah.
lost, notably.
Scrim League. Sorry.
I'm gonna blame the government for the loss.
Pretty solid bands though by Dire actually. The Bloodseeker, DK, Ember, both really bad matchups in Bango.
Night Stalker pick, very interesting. I can't really say I love the Night Stalker pick, but I mean, eh. If they're flexing a 1-3, then it's kind of cute.
Okay, I finished my run. I can focus now.
All right, what are your thoughts on this Night Stalker pick, everyone?
Timbersaw. They should pick Timbersaw and Dire. Actually, maybe it's not that good. Never mind. I love watching Timbersaw though. They should pick Timbersaw just for the fun of it. Fuck it. Thoughts?
Sure.
Oh, Disruptor seems really good. Seems really good against Night Stalker and sort of good against. Actually, seems really good. Yeah. Right.
It's a mixture of really good. Like
It's probably
It
not
goes-
that good against Clock.
the thing is that they have Clockwork and Night Stalker, so it's gonna be so easy to find the Disruptor.
You can still put someone in Cogs, I imagine. Even though
Yeah.
yeah. But it seems pretty good against Night Stalker.
No, it's just pretty. It's a pretty good. Like, it's like it's all right. I mean, Disruptor's a
Alright.
really good hero, so for that reason, it's good.
Okay.
You know, so far I'm not seeing how this where this Clockwork's value is gonna be. The 6-pick clock, I don't know about it. Like, it's good for scouting Disruptor, but I don't know. Rojo.
That could be that could be their alpha maybe. Clock Snap seems like a pretty good lane.
I don't know. I wish it would be Night Stalker snap though.
Yeah, I'm more thinking when they picked the first phase.
Badger, what are your thoughts on all of this that's happening?
Okay, Jim. Apparently everybody's dead.
It's a duo cast.
It's a duo cast. Is TP good against Night Stalker?
It owns it in lane really hard. Like, you're just gonna destroy.
It's probably
him
pretty good in
40
the lane
times.
too. And you just kind of you don't care if he gets silenced, right? You just hit him.
Yeah. And then when Night Stalker's strong, you can just hit woods or like.
Can he eat your creeps with his thing? Probably not, right?
No, they're illusions.
I feel like weird illusions is why I asked.
Sure. Rojo, Badger, where are you?
It's a duo cast, Jim.
It's a duo cast.
Yeah.
I'm in a pasta and egg coma.
I'll carry the cast. I can't carry the cast, Jim. What hero looks cool? Could be. I was gonna say could be okay PL game, but not really. The first 3 heroes all look pretty annoying to play against this PL. Doom only if it's the core, but maybe they'll like mid because it's almost definitely Pango mid. What will be good here? Puck, except for Disruptor, maybe.
No,
I'm
Vision
back.
pretty hard.
I thought Puck's kind of good in TB, and I think it's almost definitely a Doom support as well. So I
Yeah,
think it
but
won't be
like
able to
Puck
actually
into
cast Doom.
it's into Puck into Doom and Disruptor, and then
Well,
it's
I
a
don't
hard
know
lane
the
to
Doom. I don't
Pango.
think Doom's gonna have any items, to be honest. I bet what's gonna happen to Jim. Sauce is gonna play this Doom, and he's gonna buy like a Graves
I
eventually.
like the Zeus way more, actually. The Zeus is really good, I think.
Yeah.
Suicide Stalker seems like a banger duo. It's gonna hit nighttime, and Zeus is gonna get a 6, and he's gonna ult somebody, or he's gonna ult with Night Stalker's nighttime.
The Zeus is also good with the clockwork. It gives a lot of I think a lot of vision for that hero.
Based. That's true. Who is the last pick? Radiant will have the overall last pick. What kind of carries look good so far? What doesn't care about Disruptor really or Pango?
It could be and should be, I think, the Night Stalker carry, in my opinion. I think the Night Stalker offlane is way too terrible into Terrorblade.
Well, the Night Stalker carry doesn't feel like it'd be very good against Triple either in the game.
Honestly, I think the Night Stalker pick was just bad, which is really bad.
I think it actually fares okay as a carry.
What
You
would
go
like-
Radiance on Night
Well, the
Stalker
thing is, you
carry.
don't put any like you're not gonna ever interact with the dude like.
I thought this is a pause 5 demo though.
Oh, okay.
I think they block picked it and they're just gonna give it to Sauce. Maybe Reeve will play it as a 4, you know?
Oh, true. I could see that this looks like a read for.
Yeah. I guess Sauce is probably playing Disruptor actually, so it's probably I imagine this is like a read Doom, because Reed will just play whatever hero as a 4.
So then you think they need an offlaner? Okay.
Interesting. So I guess Pango offlane Doom 4 Kunkka mid then?
Yeah.
I feel.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Wait, Pango 4. Wait, I don't. I feel like,
It might be
I actually
Doom
feel like
4.
Kunkka is going to go 3 or 4, honestly.
I suppose we'll
Just like
see.
knowing they're okay for context. Rojo, their 3 and their 4 play really weird heroes. I feel like I think it's still Pango mid. By the
Hell,
way,
it could be Disruptor 3, Kunkka 4, Pango mid,
Yeah.
Doom 5. You never know.
I still
That's
think
a
it's
little
Pango.
far. That's a little
I
far.
still think it's Pango mid because I don't think Kunkka's like that much better against Zeus compared to Pango. Like both are pretty good, or like I don't know.
No, I think Kunkka is actually significantly better
Significantly
against Zeus
better?
than Pango. Yeah. Pango doesn't really like playing into Zeus that much.
Is it really?
At least, yeah, I would say so. Zeus kind of long range harasses you. It gets better once you have like Bladestone and stuff, but Kunkka has a lot of like raw HP, which isn't good against Zeus in the game, but it's good against Zeus in lane.
Before he gets shard.
Yeah, yeah.
I see.
And Kunkka has significantly higher damage to like to actually deny creeps early on from Zeus.
That makes sense. I feel like based on the players, it might still be Kunkka not 3 or 4, but that makes sense. Plus, I imagine if once you have like 2 points in your like third skill, it's like kind of easy to boat the guy.
Yeah. I think
Even 1 point.
Kunkka's a pretty volatile pick, I think, here. Because they can be caught out and killed really easily by all the magic damage they have.
You're also gonna get stuck in cogs, so
Yeah, but it's also very good at catching their heroes. So it'll kind of be who gets the initiation.
ignoring the Ursa they just picked, it would have been like as soon as this Kunkka gets the BKB, he's not gonna die for a
So
really
it
long
is a
time.
Pangolin Doom lane into Ursa. With. Oh, I guess.
Oh, so it is Kunkka mid, and it's.
Oh, the thing is,
Pango
Clockwork
3.
sucks with Ursa.
Because
This is
you-
like-
It's
you-
also
you cog out
Clockwork
your
is not
Ursa.
that good against Pango. So
Yeah, no, I just. Clock really wants a range carry, basically.
but notably also Doom sounds like a really terrible support against Clockwork. So maybe
Yeah.
not terrible, actually.
It's
You
not
can
as
maybe
bad as you
carry
think
him.
though, because he's so tanky and like he can go
Yeah.
walk around, take a good creep from the woods.
Wait, okay, it's Doom
Yeah.
4. What is your skill post? Like, what is your?
I mean, it has to be like WQ, and then, or I don't know. I mean, I think it has to be that, and then you
Yeah.
just like max W, maybe get enough points in your queue for a good creep. Like, it's probably pretty standard Doom build
I mean, if you
actually.
put a
Doom
deep
doesn't
board,
really
you
change that
can
much.
like if you find it a medium camp in the enemy woods, that is the
The
ice
ice
armor
armor
creep.
creep, yeah. If
Yeah.
you get the lightning creep, even like the burning mana creep would be pretty annoying. There's a lot of good creeps for Doom to take early. Doom
Ooh.
4 has been kind of like in and out of meta for
This is
a
a really
lot of
nice Doom
patches.
cosmetic, by the way. This Doom has a really sick cosmetic.
Straight to the bottom with you.
Prepare for battle.
Not sure what to think about this.
What do you mean?
But these drafts.
Oh. But
In
cosmetic
terms
wise,
of cosmetic wise,
yeah,
that's
I
nice.
think
Doom.
this Doom has really good cosmetics. Disruptor
Yeah,
too.
it's nice.
They're not quite as good as Filski's though. If Filski gets Doom later today, you'll see what I mean by that.
Okay.
I don't know if I like the Disruptor cosmetics that much. Sorry, Sauce.
Going what?
The
I like
Disruptor
the
cosmetics.
I like the Disruptor cosmetic.
Wait, that's the one I have.
No, not the
Oh, I feel like
cosmetic. The
I mean, it's
cosmetics
really easy to
as
say
a
in
whole.
hindsight, but I feel like you should be really careful against Night Stalker level 1.
Wow.
It's really easy to defeat.
Oh,
against Night Stalker.
Sauce.
Oh
What are you
no,
doing
Sauce
here?
is caught all chatting Battery Assault into the Night Stalker.
Oh my
void.
god,
I
they
think
caught
he's
Sauce
just
all
dead here.
chatting? That's messed up.
They caught him all. Yes, he's not dead. Never mind.
They didn't want to take Cookie on Snap, and Zeus didn't take W, so
You don't have the
I think they're supposed to take probably one of those for that kill,
yeah.
but it's probably fine they didn't.
He's literally. I think he was all chatting, not even to
Roho,
anything
what-
to you
what-
guys.
What do you think about Kunkas that go like double stat item versus just going bottle?
The battle begins.
I prefer I think the double stats in most lanes.
I feel like that's like people either go double stat item or they go bottle, one or the other.
Yeah, I don't know. I think both are fine. I don't really think it's like a drastic difference in gameplay.
We have Empyrean Eagle, Mr. Lens. Oh my god.
We do. This is a true statement.
Didn't you guys play them in Quells? Or see?
Oh, we played them for
or
something.
Oh, TD2L probably.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about that one. We need to hype Mr. Lens up, not tear him down.
I like this trading from the bot lane.
Which one? Which like from which side?
Oh, the Pango and Doom. They kind of stood together and just hit the clockwork.
Based. Oh my god. I'm a little worried for the Tango. Yeah. Never mind. He knows what he's doing.
Part of the reason that I wasn't so convinced by the Night Stalker is that I feel its lane should be really, really not good. Maybe the Snapfire can help alleviate that.
And it kind of looks like they kind of wasted the first meta.
Yeah, his first meta wasn't optimal, I think, which is making. I think
No,
Filski is probably gonna get a lot more.
You
out of this
definitely
than
just
he
take
should.
Q level 1, and then you wait until Disruptor has both spells.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of just trying to tell you yesterday about Lads, Roho. Laning is not real in Lads. Like, you should never assume a lane is won or lost based on the matchup.
Wait,
Yeah.
look at what creep the Doom got, bottom guys. It's such a good level 1 creep to get.
Oh my
Um,
god. They lost.
I mean, it's not quite as good as the Heartbeat one, but it's not also not quite as good as Frost Armor, but it is a close third to those two.
I mean, it gives you mana.
Yeah.
Dude, mana regen is so nice, actually.
It is nice.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
the other two are just OP.
Guys,
Like they're. What's up, Andy?
Mr. Lens is putting on a clinic mid.
Is you know.
It's pretty
Oh,
even CS-wise.
He's doing well.
No.
He's
No.
he's doing well. This is a matchup I would say, like I said, I think it goes fairly Kunkka favored in the aspect that that was a really
Taking
interesting.
him fight
but
bottom lane,
good
something
point.
misses from Diesel. CB is juking. There's no way he lives here, right? There's no way he lives here. Swashbuckle entirely missed. That's with all PMAs going in, hitting Reed. Reed will have to run away here in the Doom. This is some wild stuff, bottom. That probably should not have happened, but it happened.
Guys, the Pangler only has one last hit.
Have you looked at the Penguins? What the Penguins has queued up? He's rushing the straight up boots of Armada boots.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He probably doesn't need to with the mana aura, I would say. but I mean, it's pretty standard, I'd say.
Do people not go corrosion or like anything on offlane?
I think they do.
I'm gonna be honest.
but he's not.
I usually see at least like a wraith
Like
band
Sun.
or something,
Oh.
or a wraith band or corrosion. I feel like I've definitely seen this build before. This isn't like totally out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
PMA
I
did
think
not
it-
hold their wave, meaning that the Pango is getting a lot of, relatively speaking, a lot of free lots. That's bit of a rookie mistake, but happens to the best of us. Except for Andy. Andy doesn't make mistakes.
Cope. Cope.
Yeah, I think this would be really one-sided for Radiant if they didn't have a mid laner and instead they had Andy and he was playing Tinker. But that's a conversation for another day.
First blood top lane, Cookies stuns, Sauce will die. Ultra use the meta, but there is no death. Simply sadness.
Night Stalker has 20, last hits and 6 denies.
This is really illegal. I
That's
feel
what
like
I was saying, guys. About last lanes.
this is like
Then-
obscenely illegal.
I mean, it might be a Night Stalker running over the game kind of angle though, at this rate.
Bottom lane,
No,
CP
we're
goes
fine,
down to
no.
the Scorched Earth damage, and that's another death on supports. Rough day BF5 support in this landing phase.
I think it's actually hard for Night Stalker to run over a lot of these heroes. Like, you know,
Yeah.
this isn't like a very great Night Stalker game. It's just not.
I guess
Yeah.
it doesn't really kill Conker that fast. It doesn't kill TV that fast.
It has to
Sure.
get Pango before he rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
That's
kind of
how-
another like wasted meta. And now it's gonna be nighttime for the Night Stalker.
Honestly, the bottom lane isn't going that bad. He's only down. Tango's only down like 7 last hits.
Middle lane,
He would
Nico is
be
in
like,
danger. He actually has no mana on Zeus. Mr. Lens will dive this tower. Nico is running the hell away.
He's
Torrent
just
up
way
in
slower.
five.
What's
Like,
Mr.
He's
Lens
waiting for the
doing?
creep wave to kind of try to do them.
Yeah, Lewis
I
right
mean, I
there on
appreciate the
on
effort.
Tidebringer.
He scanned as if that was gonna like change the outcome.
That's a base scan.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty base move by Mr. Lens. I mean, it's good. The trade is still really good. Zeus is missing a lot, but
He also tracks the wave so this cannon, he's gonna, or his like, not cannon, this card.
oh,
he's gonna-
if Zeus was watching, he would just see the ward that was placed by Kunkka. That was illegal, Mr. Kunkka. Come on. You have a creep literally following you around while the enemy mid is dead. Like, what else is he gonna be looking?
He was slow. He wasn't dead though. But he wasn't base. Sure.
Whatever, same thing, man.
Glimpse on top.
Yeah, I mean, Nova's half HP. He'll cookie forward, but miss it on Sauce. Sauce will walk away. It is nighttime, by the way, so it is time for the Night Stalker to be very, very strong.
Illegally strong, some might say. Wokage, even.
Okay.
He's #1 net worth right now, simply walking forward. So, you know what? I don't care about Dota 2. I am Dota 2 now.
I kind of like Hunka's queued up items. It's Blade Nail BKB.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty appropriate build for this game. I like almost maybe just straight up BKB more. But this is also, I think, fine.
Man, this
Guess we'll see
is
what.
this big fight again in top lane. Cookie away, but it misses on Ultra Gunner. Instead, it's Nova's going to die thanks to that one, but Ultra dies first! So Filski gets 1 kill. Sauce will get Venice, but again, Filski get a 2nd kill. That's a 3rd kill now for Night Stalker.
It
Man.
was kind of bad that Zeus missed the last hit with ult.
You know, kills a kill though.
Sure.
Filski's gonna be huge. He
Oh,
has
this-
level
This
3.
Zeus has a regen rune. Good for him.
Bottom lane, the man fight is huge. Once again, BMA low, Reed low. CB is battery assault active, but it's the Snapfire's TPing him right now of Nova. He'll go in for the Doom. The Doom is running away. He's slowed heavily, but Diesel wants to go and dive down for PMA. Doom is dead. Diesel could not kill PMA. Now Diesel, I believe he is condemned to death eventually. Maybe not. Snapfire doesn't have spells. But again, that's Doom dead. Ursa kept alive.
Honestly, I'm just looking at their last hits. They're not that different than last hits. It's actually like going pretty well right now.
It's interesting. I mean, Pango I think would be ahead in last hits if he hadn't missed some. But overall, the lane's
No,
still going
Ursa
pretty
missed a
well.
lot too.
Yeah, I commend the attempt here. 2 melees versus 2 melees is always a good time. Zeus still has. He just ate his 4th tango in his stack, so he still has 3. Keep him topped up in the mid lane.
Doom does appear to be maxing W with 1 point in Q, 1 point in E.
Seems good.
Dude actually has a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's Doom. Cool
Yeah,
hero.
to be fair,
I
he
mean,
has, he has
Doom
very
is
little
like
Doom money. Yeah.
Doom is like straight rushing Blink Dagger and is already at 1.1k gold. So I feel like it's like maybe an early Blink Dagger.
I kind of like
For
that.
Doom.
Oh, he's jungling with his W.
Based.
This is a read play. I mean, there's a reason why both him and Diesel are effectively 3.5s. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of farm from Reed.
Yeah.
Guys, Night Stalker has 4 points in his
I feel like
passive
it'd be
by
really
8
cool.
minutes.
I feel like it'd be really cool if they put a ward in the jungle and see if they're stacking for the Ursa or Zeus. Like so we could just run in and steal it, you know?
That's true. They are not stacking, but it would be
Doesn't
cool.
everyone max Q in Night Stalker?
I don't know. I could see. I mean, probably
Well, that's
against.
the ult used by Filski. Sauce will attempt to run away,
That's
but
pretty based by Sauce.
again, Filski is never mind.
Sauce
He
is a
sees
Chad.
Mr. Len's TPing in and run away now.
That was a Chad move by Sauce.
That was a chat move by Sauce. Sauce
Pretty
has no points
detrimental
in
usage
Thunderstrike.
of
Sauce
the
has
Dark
no
Ascension.
points in Thunderstrike.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not a fan of the no points with Thunderstrike because a lot of times you want to Q so you can later W them in case they were to go
Because
through
it
fog.
keeps vision of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under
Had a relatively
Oh,
quiet
guys, I
start to the
really
game,
ate a lot of
actually.
pasta. I'm very full now.
Congratulations, dude.
That's awesome.
Ugh. I think I made too much. I don't know if I can eat the rest.
You can always put it in the fridge for later.
I'll do it after this game. Stop yelling at me. You're not my dad.
Top
That's
lane,
okay,
Mr.
Jordan.
Lens is going on in, by the way. It is daytime, but he's got X Mark and Boat ready to go. Problem is, Filski gets to the left, nobody to the right.
They just walk by. They just walk by each other. Everyone. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, Mr. Lens is just kind of walking around this game. Like, nobody really wants to interact with him. I mean, there's a Echo Saber on the Night Stalker. I think that Dark Ascension usage was actually kind of detrimental to this game a little bit. I would say
He has a lot of
almost-
gold though. Oh my god, that actually is so much gold. He has as much as a Kunkka.
Oh, he's extremely farmed, but he does have 4 points in his passive, so this is kind of dead time for him, you know?
Yeah.
I do think if you're gonna go this build, the 1 point in silence is probably pretty value. We'll see if he picks that up next
No,
level.
come on. Silly Ro.
Doom has Doom.
Alright, Mr.
Mr.
Lens is now
Lens is
bottom
just
for a
taking him.
push.
I feel like this push is gonna work.
Yeah.
It should.
I guess
think.
Snap has ult actually.
We're so really, like, there's just not that much gold.
I feel like they could have tried to defend actually. They have Clockwork and Snap are ult.
They have Zeus ulti too.
I think with the proper setup, for sure they can. But parole does make it a little scary.
Yeah, setup will not be there in time. TP's away by Ursa and Clockwork.
Yeah, I guess they do have a role. That's true.
It'll be a trade, though. Unless Dire TP up top now, but I don't think Kunk has
No,
a TP.
I really doubt it. Konko just boarded bottom. He can't get back to top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still on cooldown for 40 seconds. He's not getting top anytime soon. It'll be a
Also
trade
getting
advantage.
some nice EXP on mid.
Yeah, Sauce is gonna get level 4 glimpse. Big.
Dire's top tower is under
Very Wokichi. Badger.
I know there's been 6 kills this game. Feels like a relatively slow game so far. I mean, we're seeing
It's a very slow game.
both teams begin to move post-laning phase, but we're far away from these key items that both these teams want. I mean, obviously, Ursa wants a lot this game.
Look.
TB wants a lot this game. I mean, we're going to be firing for a bit. Wait, Ascension, bottom lane by Filski, looking for Mr. Lens. Mr. Lens is half HP and running. He's silenced. He'll get run on down. Brought down by the Thunder God's Wrath from Vico. And that's some action right there. That's what we've been waiting for.
Oh, Doom is looking to Doom Ursa top.
Oh no, Sauce's ward gets spotted.
Hook shot in as
Oh,
well on
uh,
Sauce. Seems like our man Sauce will die. He'll glimpse away Filski back towards the creep wave. A very convenient glimpse for Filski.
This is kind of the problem with the disruptor into these two heroes, Andy. You just get scouted so hardcore. Like, it's just gonna happen every team fight. You have to be positioned very well as disruptor. And then once they have like a BKB on Night Stalker, you're just a useless hero.
Filski has a very illegally good game. This Night Stalker is really popping off.
Yeah, Filski was rated the best offlaner of the league last season in the community MVP poll, so This is a very highly regarded Lance Offland. He's showing why he is highly regarded. Look at this man. He is, again, literally used to illegally farmed.
Top net worth Night Stalker at 13 minutes.
I mean, the issue is the more that like Dire just like, because Dire had a really good lane to kill it, but they just kind of didn't really.
Because his middle lane, Ultra, is already half HP. The tower will be kept alive for now. Diesel and Mr. Lens are still in the front lines. Looking a little stun to the Pangolier. Pangolier has spells available. Expert will be there on PMA. Roll committed. Torrent, roll, Bob Ursa is still running. He's now doomed. Hook shot in there on the Kunka. They're trying to zone away the soft silence. The cogs come out. Now cogs in the disruptor. Meanwhile, Diesel trying to run down PMA, but he misses the soft buckle once again. Ursa runs away. Pangolier down. Ursa still running. He's ticking down. He gets away. Doom dead. Mr. Lens dead. 3 kills for both those chemo problems. Eventually, the Doom ticks down and kills the Ursa. But it's a fantastic 3 for 1 either way.
Doom died on literally the last tick, or so died in the
by 2 HP. Yeah.
Yep. He might have lived if he ran into his tier.
You know,
3,
I've seen some Night Stalker players going Radiance, dude. I think this guy actually should consider going a Radiance.
I actually think he should have as well. I think also buying the
Too
Ogre
late.
Axe is a bit of a mistake, considering
Now
he
he
has
has an
Ogre
Ogre Axe,
already.
and that he spent so like he's. I think he could buy it still, but he would need to not die before buying it. Otherwise, it's grief. He spent way too much gold on small. Like
He is extremely farmed. Like
that's,
the Radiance
that's the thing is that
probably
like he
paid
could
off.
actually still go for it.
Yeah.
I think a Radiance would be really cheeky here though. Like I think
It's very
yeah.
good, I think, as well.
You don't really buy MKB for like a while or ever.
Parablade is not gonna have evasion piercing for like almost like the because he needs what like Manta. He's going a D-Lance. Scotty. After Scotty probably needs a BKB. So then you can
Probably
go.
a Hurricane
I
type.
mean, he could just go Hurricane Play. Does he even need to be KB?
That was TB
No, he
in
needs- he needs
danger.
to be KB because
Filski
of Zeus.
ascends. They are
Oh,
running
this is
down
true.
TB. Easy
This is
kill.
why he needs a BKB.
I mean, he
Yeah,
needs a
yeah.
BKB. Like eventually he'll have more in tankiness for Night Stalker, but like the Zeus, he needs a BKB. Otherwise, Zeus is gonna.
Use Snapfire.
Yeah. I mean, like they can maybe get onto the Snapfire
Sounds
pretty
like
easily,
Terror's
but
in-
Zeus can kill you from like across the map.
Oh,
Like
Noboy is now
without gold.
glimpsed away, but it means Glimpse is on cooldown. Sauce cannot glimpse the Filski
Oh,
Night Stalker.
This would be a
The
big kill
roll
if they could get it
is
somehow.
committed. Filski is still
This is a really
juking and
nice roll,
jiving
though.
around right now. He's 130 HP, but Sauce will die first, it appears. One Wart will do the job. The Nova's Mortal was kissing the hookshots there, and the Doombringer. Doombringer's
no,
running
Mr. Lens
away.
grabbed the wrong-
It's Doom dead. Boat will hit on Clock, but not on Filski. Filski's still running. He's hit by Diesel. He's still running away. He's now looking to the north towards his teammates. Mr. Lens, Diesel, they're on the run now. Diesel certainly is dead. Mr. Lens will attempt to get away, but CB is hot in his tail right now. Never mind, he will get away, but still another
That was a
3
bit
for
painful
0.
to watch, guys.
My
I don't know if
bad
you-
for
Honestly,
Mr.
that was a
Lens.
really good roll by Pango.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you guys saw what happened at the end of Pango's roll. He got X'd instead of the Night Stalker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
I-
tragic. Well, I just want the Pango's roll was really fun. It was really clean.
Yeah,
I-
good.
Can't say that I am a full supporter of Diesel's build so far. I think a lot of what I've seen from offlane Pangos is maxing shield crash actually. I can understand not going for that maybe.
I
But
think
he
going
has
the mech
the
and then-
casual blade of alacrity.
I think going the
Isn't-
mech and then back for black for diffusal blade is really bizarre.
No. You're
Yeah,
misunderstanding.
he's
He
given
didn't
up
go.
on
He
the-
didn't go back for the diffusal.
He's
He
given up
bought
on it,
the
Jen.
blade of alacrity first, and then went back.
No,
He
no.
He gave
That's
up on
what's-
it. He gave
That's
up on
what's
it.
he kind of sending me the wrong way.
He literally gave up on his blade of diffusal dream.
No. My
Yes, Jim. Yeah. How's
Otherwise,
Celtics going?
solid play.
Yo, you
It's
know
awesome.
what? You know what Doom has as an answer for this Night Stalker the whole game though? Or like Dire? I was gonna say Doom. Fuck,
Oh.
I gave it away.
Okay, look, okay, if the game is long enough, they're gonna have like 4 cores, so they have read.
As it currently stands out, they only have 2 cores. That's the problem. Like, there are
Yeah,
4
true.
cores in the future, but 2 cores right
No,
now.
they will have 4. They have read. They will have 4 cores in the future.
The thing is,
The
look,
game is
okay,
long enough.
Zeus incredibly farmed, Night Stalker incredibly farmed, Ursa got the B Fury as well. He's going to accelerate now.
You know,
so-
okay, I know that like they're really farmed, but they don't really have good tower hitting. On
They don't.
on
They
Radiant.
pretty much have to kill and then.
Yeah, they have to
go for
kill them.
towers.
Because on Dire, you can like if Conga gets a shard.
They
and then-
guys, they do have really good catch and vision though.
Yeah,
which
they
I
is,
was
like,
gonna say. No, I was gonna say they're very
I'm
good
thinking,
at
like,
killing
I'm
them.
thinking like defending like tier 3 Jim. Like,
Yeah.
like the game like, can go a while and Doom can farm.
why aren't we picking you Night Stalker mid
Ascension
and
from
lad
Filski. Ultra
We can-
is
we can-
dead again. Cookie to stone. Vico brings him down. And Mr. Lens He'll boat for the rum buff. He'll blade mail and use his magic wand, but he's still in a bit of danger right now. Hookshot in by CB, diving that tower. Vico looks to fight again. The mech will heal. Diesel is rolling on around right now. CB low,
These are
Mr.
really
Lens
rolls,
low.
dude.
Both will die, but Vico is dead as well. Ultron's illusions. And now there's a doom on Ursa. Ursa missilenced by Sauce. He'll bring him down. Sauce will die for that play, but it's absolutely worth it. Now it's a 2v2. Nightstalker in the front, going for the Doombringer. He's trying to get away. He'll get brought down by Nova Scatterblast. Cookie stuns. Diesel dead. It's a full 5-man wipe. That's a 5 for 3 in favor of Mo Filski, no problems.
This Pango is rolling so well, by the way.
But it matters not.
This Ursa needs to not attend any fights until he has Blink BKB.
Kind of the same thing with Terrorblade. Both carries need to just stop like interacting. Although it's probably harder for Terrorblade to dodge ganks than.
No, Terror. Well, yeah, it's Terror, but like.
Yeah. But
I mean, Ursa's like coming with his team, like.
Yeah, Ursa's choosing the fight. Terrorblade's not really choosing the fight.
I think the worst part is how little it matters based on how big this Night Stalker is.
Oh, that's kind of true, yeah. Like, it won't even matter that Ursa is just griefing their own game because their Night Stalker is literally 1v9.
We do have a Brigand's Blade on Pango, so I wonder if he'll go... I think the Diffusal was good. I do see the Diffusal on a good amount of offlane Pango still.
Well, I think if you buy a Blade of Alacrity, you definitely...
The Pangolier is not finishing Greaves. The Pangolier has the mech and the
Honestly,
benefits, but it's not finishing Greaves.
The most base thing he can do with this Blade of Alacrity is turn it into an Ags and become the DPS of the team. Because Brigand's Blade allows you to become the most broken damage in any game.
Would you go Ags Basher, or would you go Ags and then go back for the Diffusal Blade? I think you still go back for the Diffusal Blade. It's actually that good.
I don't know if it is. They have too much mana at that point in BKBs.
Well, don't you just do a lot of damage with it? Like
you do, but they have
Basher
BKBs.
like just
yeah.
Control.
Basher's is gonna be good against the like multiple BKBs that they'll have. Maybe even I mean you probably go for the Chard.
Build, by the way,
Blink.
I'm glad he didn't go some like cringe ass like Ags rush shit. Like this guy has like an actual like.
Does he fight? Oh, I really don't like when people go. Yeah, no, I agree.
I actually really like going Ags Octarine or Ags Ags Aether Lens, but I know it's really bad. Is the thing.
I hate when people do that. It makes me so triggered.
What are your thoughts on this, Rojo? Let's get
Filski being rolled on mid lane right now. Static Storm Bolt both committed. Nightstalker is dropping. He'll tempt the magic wand. It will not save his life. And now Reed is in the Radiant side backlands, dooming the Zeus. He'll give his life, but he may get Zeus in return. Zeus is trapped in the kinetic field, dropping rapidly. So is the Ursa. All cores in a lot of danger right now. CB will stun, keeping Pangolier away as Nova distracts Mr. Lens. Diesel is low. He's brought down. The doom is ended. And now it's Sauce dropping. They could not kill the Zeus in time. Nova will die in the backlines, and it's buying time for PMA to bring down Ultra's Terrorblade. Now Mr. Lens is the one man alive, fighting in the 1v3. He has to run. He has to hide. It's another lost fight. Sure, you killed the Filski Nightstalker. That's a lost fight.
Okay, so they made literally like 1,800 gold off of 2 kills. I mean, it's probably a lost fight, but like it was actually like they made a lot of money off.
I mean, it wasn't like that bad, but like I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Radiant made more money.
They probably did, but like it's great.
I think it was a bad fight in the sense that it was a good fight that they somehow managed to lose really hard.
I think it was a bad fight and that they should have just killed the Nightstalker and walked away. Okay.
That's fair, but there was to put it lightly, suboptimal spell usage. I would. Mr. Lens was kind of hitting a creep wave in the middle.
I don't know
of
if you
the
watched
fight.
what the Ursa was doing, dude. He was literally standing in no man's lane with an Aegis and ultimate up. Okay, I think both sides.
Both sides, yeah, I suppose so. Clockwork does have 2.7k gold with a null talisman queued up, so let's see where that gets him.
Oh, you know what? I hope this Clockwork just buys a BKB.
That'd be pretty cool.
What else would I like?
I mean, I think Force Staff is strong. At this point, he has enough gold to probably
drum
justify an Ags.
No, he should go Drum Boots. He has an Ursa and a Nightstalker, dude.
Sure.
And he already has Tranquils.
I'm just thinking Force would be good against this kind of like.
Wait, who would Force be good against though? Like they have X,
Doom.
they have like Disruptor. It's really only good against Doom.
I mean, I think it's good after you get like X though, you know.
Sure. I mean, I think that this is a good Drum Boots game. Okay, I'm Drum Boots pilled, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
This is a very dead top 2-2 tire, by the way. It's not quite dead yet, but there is no saving this thing. I'm drawing the box. I'm drawing the X. It's already dead.
TB is making his way. TB is making his way to the top. You know, getting there.
But that's typically not what you want to be saying about your TV.
Hook shot in. It finds Reed on the other side. He is isolated and absolutely demolished. And at this point, if you're TB, yeah, he ran away. He wants nothing to do with this fight any longer. Wait, Courier dead. That's PMA's BKB.
I mean, since they can't take a fight right now, it's not like it changes much.
This is really impressive, I think, from Radiant in the fact that they like all their heroes provide vision in a game that they're pretty convincingly ahead. So it kind of chains into a lot of different, good things for them.
So
like
much
this.
vision. You see it right there, Rojo. You called it. It's Sauce already, and they know decent on the high ground. He'll roll. Stunning Nova, perhaps looking for a TP play. He has it available. Does not use it quite yet. He's just going to roll away to the north side, away from the Radiant
You can't
team.
TP as long as clock is old.
Well, you are correct, Andy. Hookshot is up, but Pen gets away in time. Let's walk away.
Interesting chain of events. Still, of course, favors Radiant.
I mean, Terrorblade is getting some time alone with creeps, alright? There's always the TB factor.
What is the Starker building? What's the Starker have on the court?
No one knows now, Andy. No one knows. So he's a free man.
He's just got his
Clockwork has
BKB echo right now.
3.2k gold. Let's see.
I'm trying to think what
Is
Night
he
Stalker
buying a Radiance on Clockwork? Why does he have so much gold?
I hope no. Twitch chat was saying it earlier, and I was hoping they were joking, making a
Clock has a
referential
lot of
thing.
gold.
He has a lot of gold.
Dude, there's
I
no
don't
way
know.
Radiance Clock
To
is
be
good
honest,
this
you know what
game,
Clock
right?
should have done? Clock should have just bought a Midas when they
This
saw
clock
that,
is pretty high
2.5.
level too.
Yeah.
I think he's going for the Radiance, honestly.
No.
What if he's walking to Sig Shop right now to buy it?
Oh, he's gonna do it. He shouldn't do it, but he's going to do it.
He's literally going to the Sig Shop to buy it right now, isn't he?
Please do, please do.
Oh no.
he's really high level. I actually think it's like not that troll.
I think it's so bad.
He's literally the same level as the other team's cores.
Yeah, but he has like he's gonna go in,
He'll
get
be
hit, and then
fine.
die.
He'll be fine.
Why didn't the Night Stalker just buy the Radiance and Clockwork got
Maybe he got
actually
mad that
used
his
by-
Starker wouldn't buy Radiance, so he's like, I'll do it myself then.
If he wanted to buy like a core item, why didn't he buy Orchid so he could like kill the Disruptor or solo or something, or like
Yeah.
fuck the Pango?
Ultra Gunner does have the Scotty now. This is probably one of the biggest timings he'll get. It's a little late for what you want to be seeing.
To be
on the
honest, I think he
Terrorblade.
needs a BKB to fight. I don't think this is even like a
Yeah.
meaningful timing.
Yeah, I would have to agree. They do have BKB on Doom and on Kunkka.
What is Night Stalker gonna go? I feel, he should just buy a Blink, honestly.
Well,
Yeah,
he's in it, be right now, by the way. The TV. It's his next item.
yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
needs
it's
it.
a BKB. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 I guess we're just waiting on second Roshan at this point. I mean, we're anywhere from 1 to 4 minutes away, and again, we're seeing both those chemo problems. They're prioritizing staying around Roche so much. They're just like letting their bot T2 die. I mean, it's simply dying for map control right now.
Yeah, this is interesting. I think, honestly, Dire is getting kind of a lot out of the map from what you would expect. I think with the fact that Radiant has all of their ultis up and, such hyper-aggressive vision that they can make on the map, I think they're getting away with a amount they're probably happy with on Dire.
There's always the Doom factor, guys. Never forget.
Well, it's like a Blink. I kind of wish the Starker went more of like a fighting, or like more, I don't know. Directly right-clicking the build.
He perhaps just wants to like blink in and just demolish the disruptor and like hits and then be done with it.
I really think TB should have kept the Cloak of Flames, but the Pupil's Gift is strong as well.
Narrow escape there from Reed, by the way, in the Doom. Hookshot was there, but like a quarter second too late.
I mean, it's as far behind as Dire is. Like one good team fight into an Aegis could be really big.
Diesel's
Oh,
rolling, he's stunned
they're
with
on
Zeus. Doom comes through, but in comes Filski. Looking to man on up. Zeus is certainly dead. Filski wants vengeance. Problem is Dire. They're still healthy. Kisses are on the way, but all the cores are still in fighting shape. They're now running towards nothing, apparently. They're splitting up a little bit, not wanting to commit too hard for that secondary kill, but now they find the Snapfire on the east side of the fight with Reed with the jump. Glimpse will be there, breaking over a little bit further back, but in comes Filski, silencing Sauce, four-shotting Disruptor. So it's now a one-for-one trade. PMA blinks in, man fighting Reed. Doom is dead, but Mr. Lens has to TP away. Hookshot cancels his TP, the Kunkka will die. It's now a 3v2. Filski going in for more. CB dead, Filski low. It's a carry on offlaner man fight, the carry has won it. Now, on the retreat, it's Nova and PMA. It's now Nova still alive in this entire fight. He'll go in, but he's immediately sundered. Problem is, Alternator is just dead. It's now a 1v1, and Diesel loses the 1v1. It's a 5-for-4 trade. PMA with a triple kill, and Mo Filski, Mo problems again. Numerically coming out ahead in this team fight.
Early Roche one as well. It was a pretty awkward move there from Dyer. Two of them split to go look at Roche, while the most vulnerable heroes went the opposite way, and they got caught up by that Night Stalker ulti.
Do you think they could have done Roche had they not all chased, or had they not split?
Well,
What do you think Roche is doing?
the unfortunate thing is that now it's gonna go to
Well, no.
PMA for the Roche. Really, really punishing. Just kind of RNG on the Roche one, but really they were split too much, I think, to against a team with so much catch.
Yeah, I mean, they got a great kill on Zeus, and then they got, the rest of the fight, they kept playing it well until they just started to, devolve into little weasels that were not good weasels.
Yeah, they were weaseling a bit much. Especially
weasel.
Ultra Gunner. Ultra Gunner kind of chased into territory that he kind of went into the Bear's Den, to say the least. I don't think that was
Go
the
to the
best
Bear's
position.
Den? Expect to get eaten alive, kid.
Wait, PMA will lose one life mid, perhaps, or perhaps not. He'll demolish the Doom with a Basher. Mr. Lens has BKB available again, but Reed, not happy with that death, I'm sure. He's like, you know what, maybe I'll get one life on the Ursa. No, instead he'll lose his life.
There's another key component here, I think, of Dyer's draft, is that they're very catch-centric, which means that they really want to play their game from ahead, with the Kunkka, the Disruptor, and they've been on the back foot this entire
Or
game.
at least
which I
they're,
think has made-
if they're not ahead, at least they have a lot of stuns and bodies to put in front of Terrorblade. But, Terrorblade doesn't have the net worth to where, you know what I mean?
Well, and we are coming up on the Clockwork Radiance, so...
Oh shit,
Well,
Terrorblade
it's
TP gets
literally
countered.
30-minute clock for radiance timing. Oh,
Man.
it's completed.
Can we get some
Whoa,
Wokeges and Twitch chat?
Ege.
Some Wokeges and Twitch
Oh,
chat,
here we go.
please.
Filski jumps in, going for Disruptor. Instantly killing Sauce, and now Reed is on the run as well. He can blink in 9 seconds, but he has to just die at this point. Brought down with hookshot into too much damage. Mr. Lens. With Shadow Blade gets away, but again, 2 more deaths. That'll lead to probably his mid T2 dying. Where's the wave? It was cut. Good wave cutting from Diesel. There will be no T2 dying mid lane. Never
Steffer
mind.
has an axe.
Empire does have an axe, Indy.
I like Steffer.
What did I down, guys? I ate so much pasta.
Go KK.
I'll lie down between games.
Oh, Mr. Lens will kill the wave. I mean, there's still some time to siege that tower, but backdoor is inevitable at this point. And again, PMA and company won't even go for the tower.
Diesel isn't in courier. Diesel's mode Matthew right now, guys. You see
Oh
this?
my god. That was some really fast... Oh, that was some fast courier micro.
Oh no!
Oh no.
He has to
Oh,
roll
he's
in
getting the
TP.
both waves though. Oh, and he's behind the creeps. Good move. Kind of good move by Diesel.
That was a great move.
I don't
not
know
a
how I
good
feel
move.
about what just happened.
He forced TPs,
I
that's
mean,
for sure.
They TP'd a lot of heroes. Interesting. When did Sauce get this ward down in their base? What? That
It's
is
been
a...
there for a while, by the way.
Yeah, it has. Jeez.
Ooh.
Speaking of Sauce, he is in a lot of danger. Wait, never mind. The gobble up was short. CB could not lock down Sauce there with that one, and now he's just stuck on the high ground waiting for... I don't know what he's waiting for, but he's stuck on the high ground anyways. Or Cookie, there we go. That's the way off the cliff. He spent so much time though that the Aegis is almost gone. Actually, we've already used over 3 minutes of that 5-minute duration, so the PM has to get a move on.
Pango finished the diffusal blade, guys. Ooh-wee.
Interesting. In better late than never, I suppose.
Maybe. Maybe not.
It is a lot of mana burn. You know, it's I think it was Clairvoyance on Twitter who said, you know, Pango Diffusal is like a level 7 spell. You know, the Swashbuckle Diffusal Blade, and that's what it feels like playing against it sometimes. Speaking of, PMA will jump in on Doom with Abyssal Blading and bringing him down immediately. Diesel will have to roll and get away, but he's not entirely safe quite yet. He'll now blink, but Filski has tons of Omni Vision. He'll go in for Sauce, silencing, looking to right-click him down, and that'll be another support kill. 2 more going the way of Mo Filski, no problems, but can they get buildings? Possibly not. Maybe a mid T2 and nothing else at this point.
Oh, yep.
Fairblade has the
Punk has
BKB.
a Silver Edge, and this just seems totally useless.
What would you prefer to get to build?
I don't know. Aghanim's, Hex. I don't know. Just I don't know. This just doesn't seem like useful. Am I crazy?
I actually don't hate the Silver Edge. The only reason I don't hate it is because I think that he has to play like a rat, and he's kind of been doing it.
Saw a bit of that last night with Down to Cloud needing to rat, and apparently your nightmare is over also needing to rat. That midwave is.
All about being a
Is
rat.
he not dead? Never mind.
Oh,
And PMA
oh.
finds him! Abyssal Blading with the overpower into the Nimbus. That's a dead Kunkka. PMA, good read on that one. Demolishing Kunkka. He's dead for 66. That's a mid T2 dead. It's a Kunkka dead. At this point, Dire Smoke will jump in on Nova. Nova gets away with the cookie. Filski blinks in, going for Sauce. Sauce is obliterated. Now Filski is running at Ultra Gunner. Kisses are still active. Ultra's half HP. Diesel is forced to roll away. Another lost fight. And Ultra might just. Never mind, he's not dead quite yet, but he has the BKB. Maybe he'll Sunder Reed, but again, this is catastrophic morale damage right now that Radiant is committing.
I think that was the worst time to BKB. He BKB'd after he received all the damage and when he was the furthest away from the fight. That feels really bad for honestly the entire team of Dire.
It was
considering
the
all
9
their eggs are
seconds
pretty much in
too,
the
like-
Tender Blade. I'm starting to think that Dire ate a little too much pasta.
They could've.
Clockwork is getting a BKB next. I love this Clockwork's build. Like, he wants to from top of this Radiance, maybe? Nope.
I mean, we're just we're chilling again though. I mean, Radiant. I mean, they're not going to high ground until it's third Roshan, right? Maybe they'll go for like a fight or two outside the base, but they're not going to overdo it, right?
Sure.
It was not. We're at the fun stage of the game, where honestly, Dire can't really leave their base. Zeus ulti pretty much instantly kills them if they're caught under a ward. The Clockwork Radiance will obviously solo kill any core. And then you know you have Night Stalker. Like, it's very scary to be out on the map during this nighttime, and that's an extra 4 minutes they have to worry about.
Why do you keep yawning on my stream, Jim?
Sorry, I ate a lot of pasta, man.
You have to like audibly yawn into the mic like that.
I can't control it.
Hey,
You're
yeah,
being mean to me.
You're yawning on my mic.
Fine, I'll just leave.
You don't need to leave. You don't need to leave, Jim.
Okay.
Is that a DD on Ursa? That is a DD on Ursa. This is incredibly scary. PMA will just kill anybody with this missile.
Are they're kind of setting up to fight this. I'm
Oh
not
no,
amazed.
poor Sauce. Poor everybody at this point. The
Oh, they did
DD
get
is
Ursa.
purged by the Doom, but again, Sauce has to buy back. Dire, desperation time. Ursa will. Actually, he died. He's done. Filski has no BKB as well. He's stunned and brought in by Sauce. That buyback, well worth it. That's 3 dead on the Radiant side. 1
my
buy
God.
committed on Clockwork. And Diesel wants more. Nova has his TP cancelled by the Yule Scepter. He's in the kinetic field. He's slowed by Scotty, brought into the grave. A 4 for 1. Big win there. An important buyback from Sauce. He was needed there in that team fight.
Great buyback from Sauce. Sauce,
massive.
unfortunately, has not been able to use his ulti, I think, in the past maybe 20 minutes. He's always been gone on by the Super Farm Night Stalker, but they really turned it around, considering that was one of the only areas I think that they had considerable vision, you know, with the being literally on a tower.
This game is suddenly a lot more even, though. This is like a net worth lead cut in half, possibly mid T2 dying on the Radiant side. That's a big game there for your nightmares over.
Pinko
Roshan,
also has a
if
nullifier.
Roshan respawned early, they could maybe try to sneak it before ours was up. Oh my god. Oh, I think I see it.
Oh, this is really good for, like, Dire is also, they're getting a nullifier on Kunkka. I actually think this is a really good pickup by Mr. Lens, because it's going to
Oh
really
yeah,
nullify
yeah.
a lot of the
It's so good
usefulness
against Ursa.
of Ursa. He also, I mean, he is going in MKB. I think that's part of the awkwardness of this fight they took, is Ursa is down, like, an effective maybe 4K net worth just from not having finished this MKB. Which is also notably against no evasion except for an Elva tunic, but
I think the Lincoln's gonna be much
damage.
more valuable.
I think as well, but a full item I think would be better than the empty slot that he currently has. Which made that fight really awkward.
Oh, Ursa just in this.
He is.
I
He's in the Roshan pit. I mean, it's gonna be a free Roshan here. I think Dire have some idea what's going on.
I
But
feel like Zeus
they're
should
too
just
late.
ult.
He'll offer the vision, and Diesel is trying to roll on up. He has to run away at this point. He's rolling out of here. But again, 2 buys for PMA once again. Not quite yet. She's going to CB's Clockwork. Pressure to perhaps Vico? Yeah, going to Vico. Oh, God, they killed Mr. Lens! They caught him farming. He was too greedy. Got caught.
you can't be out there when you see that Night Stalker ulti.
The refresher shard is really like insane for Zeus as well, by the way. Like
Yeah.
holy
This is 5,000 net worth that he just
he
received.
can just one-shot the Pango pretty easily, I think, and then I mean he could. I mean the support will just die from 2 ultis.
Does he have the mana to like use all the spells actually?
Refresher shard? Oh, it does
mana.
cost mana. Shit.
1200,
costs 200.
1800. So we'll have like 400 mana spare here. He needs to not get hit by Pangolier. he needs to be hitting Pangolier rather than getting hit, and they'll be fine.
Pingo is going back for the Ags. It is sadly a bit late, I think, for that timing to be extremely strong, but the mana burn and the lucky shot will definitely be annoying.
I kind of want to. Well, I like Hex on Kunkka, but I feel like when you buy enough right click items on Kunkka, you should kind of commit to going like a full right click build and buy it, especially AC. And Fuzzy doesn't have AC. AC reduces their armor so much with the way you're like W.
Oh,
they're
PMA!
going.
Capitalizing the gobble up. Diesel demolished. Reed demolished. And Reed does not have a buyback. Pango is back in the game, but it's now a 5v4 siege when Mr. Lens respawns. You still have 2 outs to play with on your Ursa.
Nova is also really farmed on the Snapfire. Almost creeping up on the Pangolier net worth. He has an Ether Lens, an Ags, and a mech. Level 20. It's pretty scary on this Snapfire.
The fact that both Snapfire and Clock are more farmed than Doom is a little bit scary, honestly. Usually Doom is, Doom. He's got that Doom gold.
He does have a 60-second Midas. So this is rather unfortunate. Daedalus on Ultra Gunner means that fights are takeable.
Takeable, correct, but easy, definitely not. Vico scouts it once again. Gobble is going to creep in this time around. Filski blinks forward, forcing Sauce to use his Force Staff. EMA will go for the T3. Diesel will roll, stunning Filski, who has a BKB still available. Filski is now BKBing, turning on Pango, turning on a runaway button at this point. He's going to run. But both teams use the bits, and Radiant down a Night Stalker ulti, down Night Stalker BKB. Might not go in again for a little bit longer.
Sorry.
Kunkka has a Rapier queued up, by the way.
They might just need it.
I think that's based.
It seems really much like they need it right now.
This is pretty crucial. I think this meta being down, it kind of overlaps with the Dark
honestly,
Ascension, but
during day, I think they need to try to take a fight during day where they have every spell up and they doom the Night Stalker, or once Aegis is down, they doom theirs. So, like, they need to take a fight like this. I feel like any other fight is just a loss.
Yeah, and meta is probably one of the most crucial spell, which they won't have for another 90.
I don't really think this guy should go Satanic. I think he should buy like a Swift Blinker and like an Aghanim Blessing or something weird like that.
Mhm.
I don't know though.
I know KU's a big fan of that kind of build as well. So again, a lot
What,
of
what
good
do you
team players.
what do you
play
guys
that
think
build.
of the Satanic? I feel like it's not gonna do anything. I
Dude,
feel
which
like
hero do you want to go to Satanic John?
no, Terrorblade's gonna buy one, but I don't think it's gonna do anything. Just
I agree. I don't think there's. I mean, I think maybe you can convince me of Satanic if he upgrades this to Sanjin Yasha. I think right now he. I don't know. I don't know if
I
he
mean,
survives
the thing
any
is
kind
that
of
like
risks.
it's only useful if it's only useful when his BKB
What
is
if he got an
down
Ags?
and yeah, that's what I'm saying. He go like Swift Blink Ags.
Yeah, because like his Ags, once their BKBs are
Yeah.
gone, he can actually kite the melee heroes with the Ags. Really, I think really well. He just holding
Yeah.
Joshua, by the way.
Oh yeah, he sold it so that he can go
Oh, he
Satanic.
sold
I
Yasha.
really don't like
I
that
d-
one. I
I
think
feel
the
like with his
Satanic
Ags-
is useless without the Sanjin Yasha because you'll still get bursted in one go. I think.
I mean, I think the other problem is that when your BKB is down, you're just gonna get like killed by magic damage like almost instantly.
Yes.
If
I think
Zeus isn't dead.
Refresher is higher value than Satanic this game.
Or Refresher would have been good too. I didn't even think of that.
Both teams have smoked. Playing on the bottom T2 tower. Both offlaners pop. Filski will silence Pangolier in time. Zeus unleashes. Hookshot is dodged. Sauce has the silence of Pangolier. Is still dead. There's Doom on PMA. PMA has no Aegis. He's tidal waved in and brought down. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of Your Nightmare is over. And now Filski's been X-marked. His BKB is not available. It's already been used. He'll get nullified. But Vico backs him up. Mr. Lens to fall. Sunder used by Ultra Gunner. Night Sucker now is going to be the trade. A 3-for-2 in the dire favor. And Nova and Vico will understandably get the hell out of here. But again, Free Nightmare is over. Key team fight win.
Ursa
This is-
really suffering from not buying a Lincoln's and also not like pre-casting BKB when they join the fight.
Yeah, I think this just hasn't been the place for them to fight. I think this fight initiation is pretty good actually by Filski. They're certainly a lot stronger.
I mean, I think it's a
BKB
symbol
was
that
also
Ursa
not
didn't
popped
get
like
off. Like
Rook.
Ursa didn't like get to hit anyone at all. Like,
Yes, yeah,
they
definitely.
need to find the Doom and not let him Doom the Ursa, or the Ursa needs to like wait. Like they just like the two fights they've lost is this exact scenario.
Mhm.
Ursa
The
gets
Ninja
Doomed
Gear
without-
makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like, the Ursa's gotta hide more than it's just that like he's not getting
Yes.
off BKB or Enrage or any. Like he's not even auto attacking once in these fights. What do you think about this Cat one? She's chilling. She's chilling.
I heard Cat 1 your mic go. I'm like, I know that's coming up soon. I heard a very faint meow about 2.5 minutes ago.
She's chilling right now.
That was definitely a good sequence of events for Dire, though. It gets them out on the map. Ultra Gunner is confident enough to even take this outpost. They're gonna get both, so that's a good little boost in XP for them. Satanic is finished, and he does want to go for the Ags.
Zeus almost 25 and getting the refresher. That's gonna be kind of big.
Yeah, also notably in that fight bottom, Zeus wasn't actually there with his main hero until about the very end of the fight, which I think could have changed things a lot as well.
Yeah, I mean Zeus does kind of have like a fighting build, you know. He has the Kaya San, Shock Green. It's not like he's like trying to ulti from base twice.
Yeah, his build is very useful.
He has the Lincolns,
in
right?
the
Like I mean, you
fights.
kind of want to be in the fight. Like why else do you have Lincolns except to like?
Yeah, this
Actually
Lincolns could
play the
even be
fights.
placed on the Ursa to help him
Oh, true.
be able to play the game really at all.
Well, we see
Oh, you know,
that in our
Snapfire,
scouting offense.
Snapfire could get a Blink Dagger actually, and then toss the Ursa out every fight.
Even
Like
a
they already
Force
have
Staff
the
would
Ags, and they have
be-
a gold for it.
I mean, I know the Force Staff isn't the best against some of their heroes, but I do like
oh,
the.
well, no,
I
I'm
do
saying
like
like if he gets
yeah.
Blink Dagger, he can
Mhm.
gobble him up
Yeah,
and throw
yeah,
him away.
yeah.
It's just better for stuff.
The cast range is really low.
Well,
No,
yeah,
it's
but
actually,
he
he
has
has either
Nathan
lens.
Lens and
I have,
And okay, I guess with both of those, it's a kind of
and
castable
and he
spell.
can just buy a Blink Dagger. He has the gold.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess
I like
it's willing
that.
to sacrifice. Yeah. Oh wait, okay, Doom gave up on his E-Blade dream and is waiting for an Ags now.
So Radiant
I
Obs Lord
don't like the Ags. I
gives
don't
a lot
think he's
away.
tanky enough to actually stand on top of them.
Yeah, I think the Ags.
I think
lose a lot of
Refresher would be
value.
better and just go for people who don't have.
We find Ultra. He'll beekeep, but he's bashed. He's bashed again. He's simply dead. There's too many
Oh,
bashes.
no buyback.
And now Mr. Lenz will attempt to run away, but he's been spotted. He's also been bashed. The bash of destiny. The roll comes in from Diesel. He's trying to salvage. Cheese comes out from the clockwork. Mr. Lenz runs away. Diesel is still
my God.
rolling. He'll toss in the Ursa, and he'll bring down Mr. Lenz. There's a Doom on Ursa, but Ursa is here to man fight. He's looking forward. Reed is dead. The trade will be for PMA versus 3-for-1 right now, and 2 on the buyback. Reed by the into the game is all spotted by Filski. Over to west side, Kisses will slow down Diesel. He's Nimbus. He's being lowered heavily. HPY Sauce has to buy back. Diesel still dropping, and he's dead. And now Sauce will static storm the Night Stalker as Hookshot is there on the Doombringer. Both subs are trying desperately, but Reed will now die back in the Doom Sauce. The lone survivor also used his buyback. He too will die back. And there are no G's in the chapel with a full 5-man wipe occurring right in the Dire base, and with only a Pangolier to defend. It's looking real bad right now.
When TB respawns, he doesn't even have meta. I actually think that they can end if they're well, they don't have Ursa, maybe not, and they're pretty low in mana. I mean, they're getting a Rax for sure.
There's got to be 2 racks, right? There's no doubt that this is 2 racks, I think. Nimbus, silence on Pangolier's bashed again! He'll Yules himself,
Oh.
but he can't blink in time! He's dead. It's another dieback, this time on Pangolier, and again, your base defenders are not there to defend your base. The base will crumble, and Filski wants for throne. He is not interested in playing Game 1 any longer. Little go top racks instead.
You know, I think you buy an Aeon disc this game on Terrorblade. Now that I've really analyzed it and see how these fights are working out for him, I almost think that he needed an Aeon disc. There's no nullifier on their side to deal with it. And the way that he got caught out was really unfortunate for them.
Mr. Lenz goes forward, has X mark available. He's spotted by Vico, however. Filski will blink and silence. Lenz is half HP. He'll turn. Filski BKBs. Lenz BKBs. They're both looking to man up. Both now run away. But again, triumphant victory in this last string of engagements for Mo Filski Mo Problems. Oh no, Roshan's alive again. That's gonna be the 4th Roshan.
It's got everything too.
Aegis,
Yeah.
Cheese, free Ags, free Refresher. PMA will probably claim 2 of those. There's stuff on the ground right now. The Illusion might not deny it.
The Ags on Ursa is actually fairly relevant, I would say, based on Sauce hasn't been able to really get his ulti off in any of these engagements just because how easy it is for his crew to
you
get
can't
on.
use it through silence.
You can't, I know, but Sauce
Okay.
isn't getting these ultis off.
Oh
and
sure.
It's
And
hard
I
for
thought you
Doom
can't use
to
it during
get-
Doom either.
No, you can't, but it's
Okay.
easier to war stomp into Doom, right? Like he's kind of
Sure. I mean, honestly, I think most of the time, the 2 times I've seen this guy get doomed at the start of the fight, there was no war stop. It was just Doom. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
I could be wrong,
It is.
but
It's still nice, I think, and the cooldown is
it's
lowered
still
by a
it's still nice.
significant
I just
amount.
hope he actually clicks it. No offense. No offense.
Well, he is going for the Lincolns after
Okay,
the agent expires.
Uh-oh, Reed. Okay, blinked away.
They
That's
have no
scary.
boots on all their. They're so farmed that Night Stalker has a dataless.
I think Arista should get rid of the Battle Fury. Actually, like you don't really need it anymore.
I guess he still wants to increase maybe he'll slot in the phase mid-fight, but
I don't know. I feel like to the point where like you'd rather have not a Battle Fury. Like the damage it's giving you is just pretty minimal. Honestly, the most useful part is maybe.
here we
the
go.
mana.
Roll jump on PMA. He'll use the enrage, but they turn to Filski. Filski will BKB. PMA blinks in, demolishing Sauce, demolishing Reed. The bear is out of control, and now Ultra. He has to fight, but he cannot fight. He'll get run on down. He's been chased. His BKB's over. He's forced away. A good force staff from a teammate. Now, Tear Wave comes through. Diesel is dead. The Ultra's still fighting. He's got the Sunder. But he couldn't get it off in that one. Again, there's 3 for 0. All 3 dead. Have no buyback. And PMA just refreshes BKB. So it's gonna be hard.
Everything from the Roche has been used on this Ursa, and it's working out for them. I don't think Ultra can do very much.
And it's Hurricane Pike away, but the Nimbus keeps Ultra a little bit in place. This is Megas. This is definitely Megas.
Is this Muska?
Here we go again. A Vessel Blade there on Terror Blade. Ultra down. Mr. Lens will get away, but he's not in the fountain. He is outside of the fountain, and there's not even going to be a Terror Blade buyback. It's GG time. And game one will go to Group Mickey's very own Mo Filski, Mo Problems. There's mantles of intelligence on the floor. There
Come
are
on.
mantles on the floor.
There's some beef
Some
between
beef?
these teams.
I think more of a friendly beef than a beef, but there is beef, yeah.
Big drama.
Ooh. So, again, this game one, it was rather methodical for Mofilski Mo Problems. They took a lead at what, like minute 20 or so, and then just never gave it up more or less. I mean, they had some blips here and there, but not blips to the point where they actually end up losing the game.
I don't really
you know?
think that Kunka pick was a great pick, but I also think that they they royally screwed up in dealing with the Night Stalker, like royally.
Yeah, the lanes I think went too poorly for Kunkka to have any usefulness in the game.
No,
And
I mean, at one point the game was like, I think like there was a decent period of the game where like the net worth lead was like pretty minimal. It was like 1K or something. Like for a while, it was really just a Night Stalker that had gold on Dire or on Radiant.
yeah, but I think that ideally with the draft they have, you want it to be they have a gold lead early in order to kind of get ahead, you know?
Yeah, but I'll say that also their offlane went way better than it should have too. Still, so like, you know.
I suppose. I don't think their offlane has like. I mean, I guess you're right that matchups aren't so real in lads, but this draft just doesn't really like playing from behind. And Mr. Len spent a lot of time trying to make moves that I think a lot of them ended up, being caught just barely on a ward or a TP, and he got kind of, I think, stuck away from a lot of the heroes, so he wasn't able to catch anything early. And Filski really had a disgusting game that
Yeah.
It was so. Yeah.
Night Soccer Daedalus is. It's not something you see every day.
All right, I'm gonna lie down for a second. Be back.
We're just
Hope he
waiting at
feels
this
that.
point for G2 though. We're chilling on G2. Oh.
What would you like to see from them, game 2, Badger?
What I want to see, what I want to see game 2 is for Filski to get the Doom. I mean, I know they already won game 1. I just want to watch Filski's Doom. I just like Filski's.
I would like them to not block pick it. Yeah, I feel like I didn't. I mean, I don't think we played poorly or anything, but yeah, I don't know. Is it loser gets the choice, Badger?
No, it's whoever loses the coin flip. The coin flip went the way of Your Nightmare is Over game 1. They chose Dire. So they will also again be playing the Dire side. I mean, it'll just be back-to-back Dire games. So. But yeah, Mofilski Mo Problems will have second pick again. So yeah, I know a lot of people have talked up second pick as being the superior of the 4 options. I agree with that point of view, by the way. So it's gonna be interesting to see what ends up happening here in game number 2.
Dire team ban.
We'll see if Filski gets the Doom. I think. I mean, they have second pick again, right?
Radiant team
I think you want Reed on more of a Reed hero rather than a block pick. I mean, I know Reed is known for like these sort of strength melee offlane
Radiant team
and in the 4 position, but Doom, I don't know, not the hero I want to see this time around. And we're gonna see, never mind, back-to-back Doom block picks.
The cast must go on.
Back-to-back Doom block picks. Into Clockwork again.
No amount of
In the
pasta.
snap
can stop
again.
this draft.
It's a run back.
These drafts are so quick. Oh,
Whoa, okay. That's not an identical hero. That's a different hero. Not what I
Darkseer DMC is
expected.
kind of cool. He just walks in with W and an Ion Shell.
Dire team back.
All right, I need some water. I'll be right back, guys. I'm sure you guys got this.
Guys, you can't tell me that doesn't sound cool.
Guys, I'm casting from my laptop. Cat1, you want to say hi? Or not laptop, but like from my like bed.
Oh, I see.
Cat1, you want to say hi?
Bed KJ?
Cat1, you want to
Walker
say
Jet.
hi? Cat1, give a meow. Come on, a
Well,
little
they
meow.
should, they banned Terrorblade. Other team banners.
They're getting rid of the Lycan. Interesting bands coming out here for sure.
I think they're gonna ban the Night Stalker.
I'm not sure. As strong as the Clockwork Radiance was, maybe this game, maybe we step out of our comfort a little bit
Yeah.
and go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the solution we're looking for. Maybe Darkseer being a counter to Radiance is enough reason to see the build go a different direction.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Dragon Knight is a good hero.
Timbersaw.
I'd say Dragon Knight isn't particularly good against either of these heroes, but it's just a good hero, so I'm kind of fine with the pick.
Yeah, Dragon Knight's definitely strong.
They can probably flex it.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't think you can ever really be mad with a Dragon Knight pick.
I mean, what if you see like
5 seconds remaining.
Undying Timbersaw?
I still think it's pretty good against both those heroes
No.
at certain points in the game.
I mean, it's like I feel like Undying fucked his game plan really hard.
I mean, maybe from safe lane to off lane, but not a mid Dragon Knight.
I feel like it's still pretty annoying.
I don't think so. And I play DK mid.
Okay,
Once.
I played DK mid. I played DK mid probably more than you have, Roho. And Undying.
Wrong.
I have more
Undying
games
is
on. I have
banned
more
in
games on
either.
each of those heroes individually than you have on either of them combined.
Is
But-
that true?
That might
Let's
actually.
check. Let's check. My Dragon Knight games. Let's see, a grand total of 47.
Oh, you have more than I thought. I'm on my laptop, or I'm on my bed. I can't check. I'll check once. I'll check a bit later. Okay, I'm petting Cat1.
Win by default. I do like
Alright.
the DK pick though. I think DK.
I just think it's a really good hero that is
it's very strong.
simple. It's just very.
It's good against some of these strength heroes in the sense that I think that the Ags timing, if you can get to it, is so strong because they're so immobile that any kind of like this slow just completely ruins their game.
Team pick.
Dude, I kind of hate Doom. It's such a disgusting hero. Oh, +5 Dark Willow. Okay.
Dark Willow is also pretty good here. I think it can suffer a little bit to some of the AoE damage, but the magic damage is really
It's
strong.
actually really annoying for Clockwork and lane, by the way, because your Q doesn't hit Dark Willow when they're W'd.
Primal Beast into Clockwork is a little more.
I'm not a big fan of the PV pick
It's
here.
probably their mid too. 'Cause
That
it's
makes
almost
it more
definitely also
okay,
lower,
but
right?
still.
I don't think Primal is. I think Primal probably goes roughly even with
5
DK,
seconds remaining.
but I'm not sure
Oh,
that you love it.
guys, I
actually.
think this is Dragon Knight. I think this is 100% Dragon Knight 3.
I think it might be better as the 3 at this point.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna be better or not. I just feel like it is the 3.
Emotionally,
Yeah, emotionally. I mean, they picked the same sort of strength tanky offlaner on the same pick in the same last time, right?
mm-hmm.
Like they are more or less repeating their draft verbatim, except for instead of Night Stalker against Darkseer, they have Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to say hi to Cat1? She's very floofy.
I got one.
Andy,
I got one.
thank you.
The illusion of Dragon Knight seems to be kind of strong to steal.
They are trying to steal.
Wait, I
Sometimes
thought
it can
it's
be
based off
annoying.
your stats, isn't it?
But
Yeah,
this shit will proc the poison attack.
DK
but you
stats are
buy,
pretty
like,
bad, right? Like it gets the
But you
job, but
buy
it's
Manta
yeah.
DK, so it's kind of like you know, Darkseer's just like a stronger Manta illusion. It's definitely annoying. I don't know if it's a huge genuine threat.
I don't think it's a big deal the way that other like heroes are.
Mhm. This Batrider is interesting. It's a pretty good Batrider game. Definitely a pretty good Batrider game.
Isn't it
I don't know
pretty?
if it,
Well, is it good against Primal Mid?
yeah, it's
I
very
would
good
think that
against
this is a
Primal.
pretty. I would assume this is a pretty free lane. How have I never played this lane as bad? I actually play bad quite often.
There's, I think, if laning is real, then Primal will be. I think almost any hero can do okay against Batrider, right? Because there's a certain playstyle that you can pretty much always go even with him. At least the way that I see Batrider. And Primal Beast has a lot of damage to deny you before Batrider hits level 3, which really delays your bottle timing. So a good Primal Beast, I think, in this lane has potential to kind of punish the Batrider, but it's also really easy to overestimate your damage, and then you realize you're slowed by like 30% from Napalm, and then just die.
I'll be honest. I
So
feel like the lane is way easier for the bat side, which is usually the big advantage in lads. Like
yes, it is definitely easier, but you know, sometimes you miss CS on Batrider, and then
I've never done that.
I did watch your Batrider, and it did get every CS under the bonnet.
I got solo kill and quad mid first kill. God, that game was horrible.
It's okay. Cat one side.
That's the thing about bat though, is like you miss every CS, but you kill the enemy mid somehow, and like, oh my god.
The hero accelerates really fast, and it definitely could
Yeah.
in this game. I think.
I mean, I'm
Dire Wooden
imagining
is
it getting to
scary.
BKB and like ignoring everything that Dire does and just like owning
Yeah,
for
both
a
teams
long
really
period of
need
the game.
to. Trying to think. Uh, interesting.
What the fuck?
This might be one of the worst Pugna games I've ever seen, so I really want to see this one work out. Not that I think there's a lot of good Pugna games at the moment on this patch.
No, this is, but it's against Clockwork Snapfire support duo. And then there's also a Batrider. And the offlaner
Also,
could just get a
notably,
blink and stun you and kill you.
none of them cast spells that would be even remotely hurt by like Nether Ward.
But I guess
Nether Ward
Lasso.
poses 0 threat.
Like the thing is, like Snapfire might just be ulting out of range every time. So like,
And they also have 2 heroes that buy BKB really naturally. Well, I believe Lifestealer is still in the pool. It could be a pretty decent Lifestealer game.
I think Lifestealer with some there could be some like, what if Lifestealer went like SNY Mage Slayer or something, like something really weird like that.
You can go on Wildfire after that too. This game, like that sounds weird, but that sounds pretty
I'm not
fun.
even joking.
Wildfire is
What
very
if he
good.
went like SNY Mage Slayer?
I think that'd be bad.
No, come on, Roho.
Wraith King is also very good.
No, I like this way less.
Really?
Yeah, I think that this could feed a lot early on. I think the only way they would ever kill Lifestealer is if the Lifestealer fucked up or he got doomed, which is on like a 2-3 minute
I
cooldown.
think, yeah, I think I like the Wraith King more in game, but I think the lane is going to be difficult enough.
Well, I think until the Wraith King until the Wraith King is a self-sufficient hero, it's going to be really like, this is the hero that they could actually feed off of. Wait, so what? Oh, so it's pause 1 Doom, mid Pugna.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I actually think that they should get slaughtered in the. I think that this Wraith King lane should get absolutely slaughtered. Like if laning is real, like this Wraith King should have like the worst game of his life.
Hey, Mr. Batrider, who wins Bat Pugna lane usually?
Who's Mr. Batrider? Is that me? Or is that Rook?
That's you.
Oh. I was talking about it briefly. I think that a really good Primal Beast can abuse the like insane
No.
damage.
It's
has.
Primal Beast 4 and Pugna mid.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Pugna versus Batrider. I mean, Pugna should be pretty. Pugna should be pretty good.
Isn't this just like a solidly good lane for Pugna? Like,
I think a good Batrider actually can punish this lane. Can punish this lane a little bit, but Pugna has such like high movement speed and range that it's pretty easy to just lose stacks and not really feel pressured. So, I would say it should generally go Pugna favored.
I mean, that makes sense.
Pugna has
They
pretty
have
easy
counterpick there too.
alright, since I'm on my bed, I can only really cast what's happening in the mid lane from a very specific angle, like where your camera starts.
On that note, if you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of your Nightmare is Over versus Mo Filski Mo Problems. Mo Filski Mo Problems, they won game 1, so it's your Nightmare is Over who are in a must-win scenario. If they win this game, they keep their tournament hopes alive. If they lose this one, they are out. My name is Badger. I'm joined by Salacious Sea Lion 62, aka Rook, aka Jim, as well as Andy Bendy and Rohofireflu. So we're gonna be in for a hopefully good game too.
We're also joined by Cat One. Don't forget Cat One, Badger.
That one is actually right here with me, casting alongside us, Badger. I'm worried if I get up from my bed now, she will be upset and not happy with me. I feel like I'm held hostage.
Let's look at some of these. So what are these lane matchups?
I
gonna
feel like
be?
Cat
So
One is still smiling at me. What are these what matchups?
I'm wondering what these lane matchups are.
Like the side lanes? I mean, the
They
Wraith
have
King-
to lane Clockwork into Primal Beast, right? But it's also not great against.
It doesn't matter what
Darkseer.
support they send bottom. Like if Dire plays this lane, like even like somewhat like humans, like they'll just feed off Radiant. And because of that, they should just keep the Snapfire top because Snapfire will be more useful top. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if Snapfire's bottom, it'll help a tiny bit. I don't think it will matter at all. I think if they're like, I think the moment they hit level 3, Wraith King is not able to lane. And then even before then, like Wraith King isn't really a strong hero level 1 and 2. It just doesn't do anything. I mean, how many times have you heard us say like, oh, let's wait toward level 3, you know, with Wraith King, and then we'll do shit.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then I think I think Doomdark Will actually could win this lane. They have a lot of magic damage for DK, and they're really good at walking down. Like I can see this lane going either way on top.
Yeah, I think this would be pretty good for Doom Dark Willow.
If I have to guess,
really potent.
if I have to guess, Doomdark Willow is like probably like 55-45 or 60-40 winning the lane, but like it's honestly like who wins this lane is gonna be more about like who actually is like trading well and like using the brain and using the pulls and stuff, right?
Us is really using the Giga Brain here with some of these Brambles. They're usually catching on to 2 heroes, if not securing a creep as well.
Bramble is a very high damage player. A lot of people underestimate how much that stuff owns.
There's also been a little bit of lane shenanigans here. As in, PMA is halfway between his towers, just happily CSing, which I think really favors him.
It's been at least CB has been again. He's been sticking with the other waves as well, so it's not like Dire's don't have the XP.
I mean, this lane just becomes a problem once the Darkseer is level 3, and especially if they get a pull camp available, like we'll see. We'll see if Dire really abuses how strong their lane is or not.
Another annoying thing about this mid matchup that I failed to account for a little bit is the Nether Ward is pretty annoying for Batrider. He's not very good at hitting it, and obviously he wants to spam a lot of spells in lane. So that's one thing to go a little bit towards Mr. Lens where.
The problem though is it's just such a bad Pugnant game in the actual game of Dota itself.
I don't think it really matters how much Mr. Lens does.
I think
They
Mr. Lens
really
could
have to
slaughter
do
this
well in
lane and
every
get the
lane.
tower like at 5 minutes, and it wouldn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right. They have
It's
to win
actually
the
really
other
hard for
lane.
him to gank either lane too, because they have amazing stuns. And
Bottom lane, first blood will go to PMA.
Oh my god, what
Reed gets
happened
putty,
there?
walks up slowly, gets Wraithfire blasted, and just sent to the grave for a good quarter minute.
I'm at least had regen coming out, but was unfortunately not able to use it.
Mr. Len's also having a very good time mid though. He forced Vico all the way to the fountain to heal, so that's a bit of XP advantage going the way of Pugna right now. About a half level, maybe a little more than that actually. We haven't looked at this bottom lane too much though, other than some of the shenanigans. I mean, this is a really weird melee versus melee duel lane. Should this be going the way it is, right? I mean, Wraith King's winning it. Should he be winning it, or?
No, but I mean,
no.
Is Darkseer level 3 yet? 'Cause at
Right,
that
yeah,
point,
you guys mentioned during the draft that probably should be bad for Wraith King.
it Should be really
Yeah,
bad for
this
Wraith
is-
King.
Also,
This
dive
is an
again.
interesting-
CB is going to die here, but PMA wants vengeance. Reed tanks the tower, dies on down to that tower shot, and again, it's a lot of XP for PMA. PMA winning the trade once again.
He's really happy with this. I would definitely imagine this should not go the Wraith King's way. I think they've been a little too aggressive on I think they probably overestimated the Surge Trample. Notably, it is a pretty cool synergy that they have. Clockwork shuts it down pretty heavily though.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on in the lane, but like they just want to be playing for level 3 and they dive them with waves and with both of them being shelled, right? And that's all.
Diesel also isn't getting these kills. They got it before on the Primal Beast, so he's running pretty low on mana. They aren't keeping up to the
Oh, it's once again a death duel bottom lane. Somebody certainly will die. The answer, well, it will be CB first, but PMA again getting solo XP for his trade. He's running a Diesel. Diesel has to surge away. So again, another solo XP kill for PMA. Didn't get the solo gold for it, but again, it's 3 kills now in the Radiance direction. Wraith King getting XP on all 3. 2 going back, but again, I'd say so far this lane is definitely good for Wraith King.
Amazing for Wraith King, yeah.
And Wraith King not known for having amazing lanes, especially not into a hero like Darkseer plus Primal Beast, but again, this is it's like chapter 14 in Jim's thesis of lanes aren't real lads.
I'm back.
Welcome, welcome back.
I'm actually on my computer now.
Radiant are scanning.
Speaking of lanes, Mr. Len's up a bit in the middle lane right now in both CS and XP. Seems like Vico is doing a little bit of stacking now. First stack of the game for the Bat Rider. But top lane, Ultra, whoa. Died way further than I would have expected there. Perhaps he went in and got punished for even stepping forward for a second. That's not a death I expected there.
Definitely seems like a miscom between Sauce and him. Sauce went to go stack a camp that seems maybe not the most meaningful of the stack. Also didn't manage to get the double stack, which is sad. So this death didn't result in a whole lot.
Mid T1's about to die, by the way, but it's not denied. He tried for the deny on Vico, but alas, Bat Rider, very little right click damage. Couldn't deny it in time. Meanwhile, what's going on over in this bottom lane again? PMA's level 6. He's holding a skill point. You see it a lot from a lot of Wraith King players, but he's not, you know what? Maybe I want to ulti. Maybe I don't want to ulti. We'll find out soon. CB gets vacuumed. Mr. Lens rotates in. CB will put up the cogs, seemingly accepting his death, allowing PMA to TP away. PMA is now top lane.
Good movement by Mr. Lens to get these towers. Definitely the most useful thing that his hero can do, I think. Outside of some crazy shenanigans that, you know, he might have, this is definitely some of the most impact that he can have on the map at this moment and in this
Getting
game.
these early towers and opening up the map for his team to farm is going to be like the big thing that Pugna does this game. Like, yeah. Is there some like wacky Pugna build that could make the hero like not useless for a while?
It might just be BKB.
I was gonna say like Aether
It
Lens
might just be
BKB,
first
that's
item
like-
BKB. I don't even know if you like.
He's got a Fairy Trinket, and he has an Aether Lens as well. So he has a lot of damage right now. A lot of cast
He
range,
does
a
have
lot
a
of
lot of
damage.
damage. These supports are very scary when they hit level 6 though, and the Blink Dagger.
They
on
also have 5
Dragonite-
stuns on Radiant.
They do notably have 5 stuns.
They have 5 stuns, all of which can be cast from a range.
And 3 BKB building cores. So really, I think this game for Radiant, in terms of how they've managed to draft, is going to have to be a
In the
kind of a
Radiant Strike
survival
Camp,
strategy.
2v2 right now. Mr. Lens is inside the cogs. Radiant have their eyes on the prize of Pugna. Pugna is one fast man. He's hasted. He'll dodge, be cookie forward by Nova. Nova will lose his life. The remainder of the team will scatter away again. Not a terrible loss, but Filski got Sauce. So Sauce looked for a wraparound angle on that fight. He was way too late. Day late and a dollar short on that one. He was demolished by the Dragon Knights. It's a 1-for-1 trade there.
What I will say is that Doom got a very fast Midas, and Doom will accelerate pretty hard.
Definitely. He's decided to opt for the build with no ulti at all, so he's just going for that max Devourer and Scorched Earth. Probably makes
Yeah,
sense
yeah.
this game. He needs to get really big. His impact is going to have to be really high this game, outside of his Doom.
I like
especially.
rushing the Octarine. It just makes you to scale up even more, even faster. I think it's definitely greedy, but like,
They found
I definitely
PMA.
like that.
It's time to reincarnate. Reed is floating on that tier 2 tower. We're seeing TPs in. Wraithfire Blast has been casted, but Lens stands his ground. Reed will have to onslaught away. It will be a ulti used on Wraith King in exchange for a Pugna Ward gold bounty. Definitely going for the dire side.
Excuse me, Badger. I'm very sorry.
Very sleepy today, Jim. Very sleepy.
It's because I ate a lot of food.
A lot of pasta, a lot of carbs, a lot of complex carbohydrates.
I ate pasta and eggs and pesto, and cheese.
Nice.
Thank you.
So wonderful. The supports really want 6 this game, so this 10-minute timing is going to be good for both teams. They might look to smoke with them. Fair chance that they also do not. But any level 6 on these supports is going to be a really big power spike.
I mean, maybe Dire can try to choke out the map with their heroes early. Like, like delay these BKB slot. That could be a play. It could be tough, though.
Clockwork gets trampled upon. Both teams are still lacking 6 on supports right now, so that's what we're waiting for. Is a lot of 6s. Clock 6, Snap 6, Willow 6. Everyone wants 6 right now. Nobody has it.
Yeah. Filski's also going for the Midas. A little bit greedy, I think, considering that his other cores are going to really also want to scale up. But it might allow them... I mean, I'm not sure that he really needs it. I can't say I love this Midas. But
I don't think it's great,
out...
but I think in lads it's acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah. You might just be right.
You think Filski's a big BKB Ags Manta sort of builder, or what?
When you go
They should
Midas,
be.
you most definitely should. I just think the Blink is so strong with your with the heroes that he's playing with. The Blink is so strong. Batrider is level 10. Oh my goodness.
A lot of recovery from the jungle. I mean, he's still low on money, but he's high on XP, so perhaps he can turn the XP into kills very soon. Speaking of, wait, Mr. Lens is not 10. He's only level 9 right now, so despite Mr. Lens winning mid very hard, he's down in levels now.
He's also going for a Force Staff, which it'll be helpful for him, but I'm not sure that it's going to fix the problems his hero has.
I wonder if he solves like 1 or 2 of the problems, but there's still like a half dozen more problems.
Yeah.
I think
He
there's a
also
song
went
about
backs
this.
for the Arcane Boots, so I suppose he's looking to build the Octarine afterwards. We'll see how this one works out. I don't see a lot of Pugna these days, so maybe he has the read on this.
Doom is closing in on the Octarine, like they're really close actually. It's like a 14-minute Octarine.
It's fast.
Here.
Yeah, I guess if you're Ultra Gunner, you were pretty poor last game. I'm sure you weren't that poor on Terrorblade, but this game's like, alright, I want to acquire currency. I will play Doom Carry. I will buy a Midas. I will buy an Octarine Core. Reduce the CD on the Midas. Reduce the CD on Devour.
I mean, Doom is a really good hero, especially when it gets left alone to scale up like this.
5 bottom lane on PMA Reincarnates once again up. Armlet activated. Wall drop by Diesel. Dire begin the retreat. Perhaps they'll fake back though, looking to simply slowly chip the tower. Plus, of course, PMA's life. Reincarnate still not popped, but tower defended for now.
This is definitely some of the awkwardness of the Midas, I think, on Filski. Their heroes have they can play very aggressively, but Clockwork is not able to get his 6, so they're lacking that initiation really heavily.
Minute 13 now. Still not quite there, which is very sad for a hero like Clockwork. He's a level 6 enthusiast.
Yeah, I think honestly he needs to go hit some jungle camps.
I
and
feel like
not-
Batrider needs to try to participate in the game.
Well, Dive
Yeah.
bottom lane, it's Filski under attack, Pulverize. Not quite there in time like that Dragon Tail, but again, Dire will hunt. They will find the DK, but the Radiant are arriving, looking to avenge Filski. Reed is tanking Mortimer's Kisses. He'll be the trade so far. Sauce has that Terrorize to perhaps duke away in TP. He'll attempt the TP. Scatterblast will be short now, but he'll cancel the TP anyways. That's a 1-for-1. a favorable one at that for the Dire side. The fight's not over quite yet. There's still a lot of heroes bottom lane. Wait a minute, Nova. He's dropping. Hook shot in.
Ooh.
CB has now acquired level 6. That's what we've been waiting for. Flame break on Diesel. Len fights with the life drain, trying to keep the Radiant away from his teammates. And now Sauce will be left to die. Lasso committed. Lens has been stunned. Perhaps staying a little bit too long this time. Cookie the stun. Vacuum on 2. The counter response. Reed has responded into the fight, going in for Filski. Pulverize is online once again. He'll use it on Filski. Lens retreats. Diesel doubles back. Filski's now running. CB's now running. It's constant chaos. Reed has been hasted for the surge. CB to fall. The remainder of the Radiant team running away. I think Dire win that one, but it's a long, drawn-out engagement
I feel
with
like
very
this
little going
Midas
either
is
way.
really like this Midas item is really showing its weakness right now.
It's definitely hurt them, I think, in the short term pretty heavily.
I imagine
Dead
if
tower
they had
there.
a Blink Dagger, that they could have just like started that fight like so much better and not lost their tower or got slaughtered like that.
Yes, I think this Pugna is being very unpunished for the way that the heroes like this hero should be getting, I think, a lot more punished. And Mr. Lens is making it work, but
I think also just the clock 6 taking so long. Like clock should have just been given mid lane the moment that like it was clear that they weren't going to hit 6 off 10.
the farming pig pole, decrep on a creep.
Diesel is chasing.
Yeah,
They're
guys,
looking for
Vico running with the flame break. They know he's somewhere in here. But they almost find him in time, but not quite in time.
Octarine was finished on the Doom.
Yeah, I know. Doom is like Doom is farming
Super
hard.
massive. This is super massive.
What could be Doom time?
Oh.
Middle lane kisses are committed. Lens 4 staffs away. Hook shot in by CB. He'll use the battery assault. Lens will fall. Meanwhile, backlines, there's a Doom on Nova. Snapfire will not get denied. It's a 1-for-1. Now it's inside the cogs. Reed with cogs knocked back away from his carry. With a terrorize from Sauce. Hits on 3 wall. On top of that, Filski and Vico, they're both stunned. But the Cursed Crown pulverized there on PMA's Wraith King McCours. They're dropping rapidly, but none of them are dead quite yet. PMA will tempt the armlet toggle. Lasso on Diesel. Diesel will die under the Radiant Tier 2 tower. PMA is still alive. Still has the reincarnate. CB will give his life to put down the cogs. Reed will attempt the onslaught away, but Ultra, Sauce, Reed, they're all in danger. Curse Crown again, fantastic from Sauce, with Nova returning to the fight. Ultra Gunner is dead, and Sauce has his little Shadow Realm on cooldown, but Lens is responding to the fight, looking for a kill on Vico. Nova again might die for the second time this team fight. Reed will onslaught forward once again. Pulverizes back online. He'll use it on Nova. Goodbye, Snapfire. You will go no longer. Long drawn out fight once again. Relatively even. A lot of fighting again this one.
Doom going boss, which I don't really like. Kind of wish this guy would just like buy a
By
BKB.
the BKB.
Yeah, like he doesn't really need a blink either. Like,
Yeah, notably too, I think the second point in Doom is like excruciating. I think Doom does nothing when you level it. Oh, but they do get the Wraith King.
He just died under the tier 2 tower. Reincarnate still on cooldown.
This running together that they have to do with the Pugna, though, considering the game that it's been given the Pugna, they're running around with him a lot, which means that his levels are pretty mediocre. I think he's going to start running into issues as soon as these BKBs come out, and Vico already has one on the Batrider.
Vico is level 14. Oh, Vico could look for a kill on Ultra Gunner if he was like sneaky.
That's doesn't cool up for 20 though, so it's easier said than done for Vico.
Yeah, the Doom is also up, so
No,
probably
fake,
the same
fake.
choice. It is a little liberal, for sure.
Go for the kill. It'd be exciting.
Oh, he might be dead here. He
Ultra?
needs-
Never mind, we'll not go in. Had Doom available, but
Probably
did
wouldn't
not
have
see
been
a lot of heroes in the minimap.
He wouldn't have got him. There was no
Yeah.
way.
But like I was saying, I do think the second point in Doom is something that no player does. I mean, it's a pretty simple mistake, but points in Infernal Blade really scale. And I think especially with the Octarine, they become really high value.
It's 4 Outer Towers dead on the Radiant side. The top ones are the ones that are still remaining. Top lane onslaught forward by Reed, but Vico will flame break the Primal Beast away. Filski arrives, canceling the Pulverize. PB is dead, but Lens wants Vengeance. Wall is there on Filski. Filski, his TP gets canceled by Vacuum into the Inferno Blade into a 1-for-1 trade. Vico
Vico still held off
though.
from using their 9-second BKB, which I kind of applaud them for. They've had some good patience on it.
Yeah, the blink is also going to be very strong from Vico. Considering that they don't have one on their other heroes, this will be a really big jump.
I think every fight it's gonna be you blink and you grab the Darkseer or the Pugna, right? And then the fight's like free.
Yeah, I mean, even getting the Dark Willow, I would say, is very high value. There's a
Well,
lot
I
of
think
high
the value of
for
getting the
it.
Dark Willow is gonna lower a lot as they get their triple BKB.
That's true as well. Lens is close to his Octarine, which is going to definitely give him a lot more effectiveness in terms of just what the hero can do.
Well, top T1 now dead. That's 5 towers taken by your Nightmares over, and they really want this game 3, but their game 3 is definitely not secure yet. It says 6,000 net worth. That's fake net worth. It's Doom net worth. In terms of like actual net worth, it's what, like maybe like a 2K lead?
No.
3K lead maybe?
I mean, like, okay, the thing is that it is a 6K lead, but when they get BKBs, like, when they get 3 BKBs, Radiant is going to be way stronger if they actually just click them, and, like, they blink a useful target with that at the start of the fight, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of, oh, you see Sauce being gone on. He went for the play with the Bedlam. Oh, it's a 1-for-1 trade, actually. Big heads-up play from Sauce there.
And a BKB used by Batrider for not really anything at the moment.
If anything, using the BKB
this
killed
Pugna
his,
is really
Snapfire,
far up,
right?
actually.
If he has some BKB, then the damage is split and he survives there on Snapfire, right?
Yeah, interesting BKB usage. Probably, there's nothing to really insta-stun him, but I suppose if the Doom was there, which he wasn't, then then it could have been good. Ultra Gunner's BKB will definitely be really strong. This Wraith King, I'm not sure that I love that he went for the Deso before the BKB. Filski does have his, though.
To be honest, I'm just, yeah. Not,
Radiant has definitely done a masterclass on making this game significantly harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, there's some problems with Radiant right now. Mainly their lack of gold in some of their heroes. I feel like Wraith King needs more gold. Wraith King's not a hero that does very well when it's not when it doesn't have a good amount of gold, you know?
Yeah. I don't, like I said, I'm not too confident on this Deso purchase. I think it doesn't really accomplish a whole lot for him in the grand scheme.
Yeah, in this game in particular, it's into the Darkseer, so again, you get that Wraith King illusion. It's Deso going right back at you too.
Yeah, definitely some interesting stuff. Ultra Gunner is still scaling, of course. He is really massive, but Vico's also getting a lot of net worth, and I am definitely a big Batrider believer of how much this hero can do when it's really given a good game. If he can hit this Witchblade, Shard, Octarine, like, refresher, he'll be really, really incredibly strong. Pretty much able to kill any of their heroes. But that's also a big ask if, you know, Dire can keep up their pace.
What does Andy feel about this?
I think Sauce is going to 1v9. So
Yeah, that's a pretty good
we're
take.
looking at the wrong angles here, guys. Problem?
Mr. Lens is using, I think he's using taunt on cooldown.
No problem,
It's
Andy,
been
we're sorry.
non-stop taunting.
It's okay. I think Sauce is, we're gonna get 30 minutes or 30 more minutes into the game, so like a 53-minute game. Sauce is gonna have his Ags and
Bottom lane, lasso on Ultra Gunner. He's being brought towards CB. He'll doom the bat, but he'll still die. Big heads up play from Vico.
Yet is like so disgusting by the Batrider. Like, dude, come on! Like, look at all the items you have, and you don't have a BKB yet.
You mean on
You know
Doom?
what I mean?
Yeah, on Doom.
Oh, you said bat there. I was like, wait a minute.
He does have the BKB, but it was
Nova
coming out.
jumps in on Dark Willow. Sauce will turn the Cursed Crown. Right over already? He's still a wall. He'll vacuum. He wants to at the very least kill Nova.
Wow.
And
that's a
Nova's
lot of
definitely
damage for
dead.
Brambles. That
Honestly,
vacuums the
this
Brambles.
Darkseer is probably the best Darkseer I've seen in lads. I feel like most like lads, Darkseer lads are like, they actually like, can't really play the hero, but I feel like this guy's been pretty proficient with like not feeding,
Vacuum.
getting farm, like
Surges.
yeah. Especially because like the Re kind of jungles a lot, so like you know he's still been getting good farm on Darkseer.
Diesel was even though Diesel didn't have a lot of gold last game. I feel like Diesel was rolling so well.
Yeah.
He's
I'm a
definitely
big Diesel fan
spellcasting
now.
well. I definitely think he has been spellcasting into this later portion pretty well. I think it's
What will Darkseer buy next? Oh, you know what Darkseer should buy? A Lotus.
yeah, it's a really good Lotus game.
Also,
It's-
I think the shard. I think the shard would be good at this game.
Which one is the shard now?
The shard is like the singed Q or singed.
Oh,
singed drill.
I haven't seen much of that shard, that version.
It slows a lot. It slows a lot. Like when their BKBs run out on Radiant, it'll be really annoying. Like for 1400 gold, I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I mean it's a 50% slow.
Dyer's
which-
gonna have to be doing a lot of kiting in the fights if you think about it, right? Like Dyer's gonna like engage in someone with PB and Doom, and then they're gonna have to walk away, right? Like when they click BKB every fight, they're gonna have to walk away. Because they run out of damage like the moment BKB is clicked, you know what I mean? Like
They're using one of their 3 smokes here.
Intentionally or not, Radiant are dodging this gank very nicely. I think this is a wraparound. This is a good backstab angle though. Possibly finding Vico, possibly finding PMA. They'll go on Vico. Doom has been using the Batrider. Ultra will BKB looking to finish the Batrider kill, and it will happen. And now turn to PMA, who has 2 lines, of course. Meanwhile, the remainder of the team will go over to Filski's Dragon Knight. PMA now responds. Filski TPs away. Back to PMA. He's pulverized and killed. Those 2 cores dead, and CB will join his 2 cores in the grave. 3 kills for Dyer, 2 for the Mr. Lens Pugna. Big win there for your nightmare is over, and you know what time it is. It's Roshan time.
wait, can they do Roche?
I mean, they're trying, and it seems like they're killing us.
Oh, actually, Pugna does a lot of damage too. Wow, okay. Oh, but Pugna's the one tanking it, I see. Actually, they have good. Wow, they actually do pretty good Roche damage.
Yeah, they're just using all their spells on it.
Dyer's really proven us
definitely-
wrong, Roho.
They really are. I think there's definitely... Batrider, I believe, had a moment to press BKB there. Definitely could have changed
Well,
things.
Mortimer's Kiss
It's
is
not viral
committed by
dating.
Nova. He wanted some kind of hero play there, but it's simply going to die
Oh, he's
alone.
gonna be cut out.
Yeah,
Don't
that
want
TP's
TP.
not going to work. He's going to die.
What do you think about Darkseer's act this game?
There's 2 Ags? Not particularly.
It's not really great this game.
When is it a good Darkseer's act? When is it a good
If you're
like-
against like Terrorblade, AM,
A
heroes
lot-
that have really
against
strong
a lot of-
illusions.
Against a lot of agility hyper carries, it's also good
More
when
fun.
you like this game. I think Darkseer needs to just buy utility. Like the rest of his team does like other things. Like he kind of just I don't know. I think he has other items he needs to buy. I feel like Ags is when you're trying to carry the game as Darkseer, but like you're not gonna carry the game getting a Wraith King illusion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ags
Like-
is a high damage
I
alternative.
thought a Wraith King Illusion
for
would be
Darkseer.
good. Why is Wraith King
It's
Illusion
all right,
bad?
but
I guess it can't crit.
It can crit, but it's
Oh.
it doesn't have great base stats or attack speed usually, and especially the build he's going.
Okay,
It-
that's fair.
It's not also like super fast. It's a melee like kind of slow illusion. Like a Morphling illusion is really scary because its base damage is super high with like decent range and poke.
Most strength carries, Andy, are usually just not good. Darkseer or not as good as agility carries.
They buy a lot of plus damage, which doesn't apply to the illusions.
The Tiny's probably the one exception to that rule. But he's got a really good Darkseer illusion.
Does he? This is the
Does
thing
he?
I did-
Yeah, he does. He does. If you go for the carry build, yeah.
Oh, sure. but,
Vacuum
like, you
on
have to-
PMA, hookshot in by CB. Filski will go in, jumping on Mr. Lens. Mr. Lens has 2 lives, pulverized, doing both there on Vico. Vico most certainly will down the Batrider now. Dyer want more. PMA has lost 1 life, leaves BKB on his 2nd. But again, the base, it is crumbling. T3 has fallen. The racks are under attack, and they'll jump in on Filski once again. He's ticking down to a ton of Infernal Blade damage. 1/3 HP, but still gets away. Now, back to the buildings. We will see the melees go down to half HP, but Radiant have the glyph. It was refreshed for the T3 top dying. Vico does not have buyback. Dire don't know it, but they want to force it. And if not forcing it, they want the buildings. Filski blinks into Brambles. Ultra will go forward. Onslaught from Reed. Hits onto the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight will die, and now it's a pulverize on Wraith King as CB dies to Ultra Gunner's damage. PMA
Game
will get the
3
chance to
hype,
walk
guys.
away, but Game 3 is looking a lot more likely by the minute. Metarak's dead top. Range racks to follow. That's a full set up. A 14,000 net worth lead. And we're still waiting on these Radiant BKBs to be effective, and they're simply not enough, it appears.
How are you all feeling about the possibility of a game 3 emotionally, Andy and Rojo?
I told you Sauce to carry this one.
Emotionally very proud of Sauce, of course, but I'm also a little personally disgusted at how well this Pugna is working. It feels like a little bit of a personal attack, but it really is working out for them. They've
It's such
managed
a bad Pugna game,
It's
too.
such a bad Pugna. I really don't like the idea that they think this pick was very game winning. I'm sure, but you know what, it was, and they're doing great with it. So awesome
A
for
lot,
them.
you know what? Just sometimes, like, you know, we won with the Dazzle pos 3 last pick into like a Drow Crystal Maiden lane. So, like, you know, that's the kind of league lads is, Rojo.
Yeah, stop blaming lads. You gotta stop blaming lads.
I think it was
dude.
it
You
was
gotta
actually
stop
worse. It
blaming
was a
lads.
Disruptor Drow lane, and I was playing Dazzle pos 3. Like,
Man, leave lads alone, Jim.
sorry. No, I love lads. I'm just saying that lanes aren't the most real thing in lads. That's all. It's important to accurately assess your weaknesses and strengths, Badger. Otherwise, you'll never
Blasto
grow.
on Ultra. It's desperation time. Nova hook shot in by CB. Sounds on two heroes. Ultra Gunner
Oh,
dead.
no.
Pulverized will bring down Vico, but it's perhaps time to fight. Mr. Lens is now forced out outside of the cogs. He's
Those
still
cogs were
fighting.
actually
Oh
so
no.
grief.
Mr. Lens, they just can't kill him.
I think those cogs like hard grief that fight actually. Like, no cap.
Yeah, but Vico hasn't used his 8
Wait a
second
minute.
BKB.
Pulverize forward. Oh no, it's the onslaught forward by Reed.
Wait,
He'll bring down PMA with him. Mr. Lens still has 2 lives, now loses 1. Kisses are on the way, doing moderate damage. But the Greaves keep everybody alive. Now it's Mr. Lens stuck at the foot of the Radiant base on half HP, healing off PMA. PMA dead. Nova will give his life perhaps to kill Reed. Reed is still living. They can't kill him. Nova dead. Filski dropping. He's the lone survivor. And GG's
Wow.
call. We're at the game number 3.
Sure work by Sauce. I really would have loved to see a yellow ring around the Batrider, maybe a little more this game. Really unfortunate that he was not able to get it off in more of these fights. They do have some pretty good instant ways to disable it, but you got to play around that in these kind of games.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
have a
definitely.
blink dagger. Like, you can try to be the one. You can hide and then like blink someone. You know.
Yeah. We were commending his patience on the 9 second BKB, but the patience on the 8 second
Yeah,
one, I
that.
think, was maybe a little too virtuous for my taste.
I mean, we were saying it immediately when the Wraith King pick came out that we were not huge fans of Wraith King. It even went better in the
To be
lanes
honest,
than
I
expected.
thought the rating pick was like pretty bad, but like I thought that the Pugna pick was so bad it wouldn't matter.
Mr. Lens is built different, and we should have known.
Sorry.
He's just digging deep into the hero pool, pulling out.
I mean, he is an
Pugna.
eagle. He is an Empyrean eagle. We cannot be doubting the Empyrean eagles.
Yeah, that'd be pretty disrespectful on our end.
All right, I'm gonna be wrecked. I'm gonna get water and then cast from my bed until the draft's over.
We'll be here.
Bed draft, bed cast.
But GG.
Question of the day: Who will win the
You know
game?
we haven't
3
done it in a
flip?
little bit.
What have we not done?
Roho KKK.
Oh no, not again.
What, Andy KG?
1x6 KK.
We haven't.
Dude, listening to like you guys play 1x6 is like some of the least fun I've ever heard people have playing video games. Like, it's actually wild. You guys seem
Even
so
so.
angry when you're playing 1x6.
Yeah. A lot of people seem really angry when they play Dota.
I feel like even like usually custom games people get less angry than actual Dota, but 1x6 is like the one custom game I've heard people get more angry than Dota. Like, it's wild. Games has
You have
like
to-
4 games. Every single one of the games, everyone's is so enraged the entire time.
You have to realize how unbalanced of a game mode 1x6 is, and how much of a cheater everyone is, and that's why we lose. It's very validated anger.
I'm really good at 1x6, but Rojo cheats every game, so it's hard for me to like. Yeah,
That is true.
Rojo's the problem, basically. Is what I'm trying to say, not me.
At that point,
That
though,
is
you
awful.
ask whether or not it is an enjoyable video game experience.
Uh,
It is.
I mean, I should have asked that 10,000 hours ago, but now I'm here, so
Lucky.
what can you do?
So it's game
We don't-
3. Question. I have a question now. Is will Filski finally get his Doom roll? A third different Dire player block pickets.
This is where they run mid Doom, I
I
believe.
think they're not going to go to him. If they weren't going to swap after game 1, I don't know why they'd swap after game 2. No?
Wait a minute, we've mixed things up. So your nightmare is over. Have taken second pick this time, which means Mo Filski Mo Problems will take the Dire side, which means more than likely you either see a Doom 5 pick or Doom gets banned. Both create interesting scenarios.
Scenarios where the first phase of the draft doesn't happen in 20 seconds.
Possibly. I mean, it's certainly possible. I mean, this is not something we're necessarily ready for. You know, like we're ready for the same heroes to get picked again and again, but it might not happen this time. Or for people to be on different sides. What are the first phase bans? Alright, Beastmaster, Tiny, Visage, Undying. So we'll have to see if things mix it up with the pick order changing. See, PB first banned. Interesting activities in a Dota draft for once.
Ooh, and the Beastmaster.
So Visage let through, Doom let through. Because Visage not let through, so Doom's available. If Filski wants it, he can have it. And he certainly wants it.
Of course. We are in for a treat, apparently. Oh dear. Well, I was wrong about the 20-second thing.
Whoa. But
What
this
the
is
fuck did I just return to?
the big man is on the big man is on the screen. The season will rely on Pudge. Ooh, this is.
I feel like this is gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be Sauce, Pudge support, and just Shard Rush for the gym. What are your guys' thoughts, Andy?
It seems like a really crafted draft.
I can see it, Jim. I can see it.
I don't like this Pudge pick right off the bat, but okay.
I actually that kind of makes sense, Jim.
Although not since they picked Darkseer, I can see it being the pause 4.
I really hope it's not the pause 4, but I also really hope it is.
This time, maybe they'll pick a better hero to do it.
Only bad heroes.
You guys are rude.
Well, we're in a no good hero allowed zone here. We got Darkseer, we got Pudge Sup. That's some weird
Actually,
stuff.
Good Pango pick. So right now, like, Dire stole Radiant's game 1 opener. It's just kind of funny.
Good heroes. Definitely good heroes.
Good heroes, and I would say in particular that good heroes like Pangolier just seems good against those two heroes so far. So
It definitely is.
By the way, across the league, in the other series going on right now, Royal Star Pizza Dog is also headed to a game number 3. Royal Star won game 1. Pizza Dog.
I don't know
won
who's on
game
those
2.
teams, Badger.
It's the Xeriscape Dark team versus like the BCUS East Nadior team.
Okay, cool.
And they're also going to a game 3, so we got 2 game 3s tonight. That's a lot of game 3 action on this fine Tuesday of Lads action.
Yeah, Lads is so intense. Look at all these teams playing each other. This is too intense. Can we just quit? I don't want to play anymore.
No.
They're all so good, Badger. We can't win.
It is a little intense.
No.
Badger, can we ask if we make it to grand finals? I refuse to play a BO5. Let's make it a BO3. I'm just being honest.
She made too much pasta. You have to know.
Let's make less pasta.
No, I don't like best of 5s.
Guys, Jim, I think it's definitely sauce, but I think it's definitely sauce and buds, Jim.
Oh, hey, it's a single.
Like a 0% chance it's not Jim.
No. Reed doesn't play melee. Reed doesn't play ranged pause fours, Andy. This
That
means
actually, I don't know if I've ever seen replay Rubik, Jim.
I'm thinking it's Sauce Rubik 5.
No, that does make sense. Do you think Podges are?
I've never seen Reed play a ranged 4. Like, I don't think he can.
I think Rubik 5 flex Budge still.
No, I don't think it's flex. Have you ever seen Reed play a ranged hero? I've never seen him play a ranged.
They can grab another melee 4 though. Rubik's definitely 5. But Pudge is still a flex. He could be 4, he could be 3. Or
Oh no, I mean there's no way you're not having Pudge core against these two heroes.
I'm not.
You're not.
Pudge 4? I feel like Pudge 4. I mean, Pudge 4 is so bad. You maybe play offlane to not lane with Pudge 4. So like, you clearly don't think it's very good.
The only reason you pick Pudge after seeing Doom is specifically because like you want to eat whoever gets doomed, right?
No, see, this is just ego, Death Badger. You just let the Pudge be terrible, and I think you put it on support. Like, I don't know if you risk putting it on a core when the heroes already you've ran into such a suspicious, playstyle against two heroes that are really good against it and 3 picks left in the draft. I mean,
I think if Radiant picks some
personally,
Dire picks some Enchantress. Enchantress is really good against Darkseer in the lane, but a lot of people suck at playing. A lot of people like don't really actually do. It's kind of like it's not as easy as it sounds. Like it is easy, but like it's also not. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
5 seconds remaining.
Like your
What he's
W's
saying
on.
is that he can't micro one group.
Don't die.
I mean, you are the resident edge expert here, Jim, so I'll have to trust you on this one.
Roho's just mad that I do
buttons.
more damage in team fights than him.
Is this true, Roho?
When he
I
has
think
MKB,
Roho was like
yes.
8 and 9. I was like 8 and 6. So I don't know. Let the KDA speak for itself.
Is this from like the seed up scrims earlier? Or what was this from?
From our drug fest.
No comment.
Okay.
Actually, the time before that when I played Ench, I was like 11 and 3. Okay.
Interesting.
I'm kind of a greedy Ench player though. Like I just buy items to kill people. I'm good
You were
at it,
higher
though,
net worth
so.
than Muzi.
Yeah, from like most of the game, I think at the end.
So more net worth than Muzi, more damage than Roho.
Muzi
What's
had a
going
tough
on
one.
with Green Esports over here?
We had a tough day. Even like I had these good stats, but I was playing pretty bad too. Like it was just a tough day for us.
Yeah,
Some days
more
you just play
damage is
bad,
also a
Badger.
lie. True.
What's
So
up?
we're aware. I did do more damage than a position 5, so
Okay.
pretty big work from me.
Nice.
Snapfire picked up from Dire. Pretty good. I don't know, solid.
Nova's played it literally all night, so I think we'll be playing it again for the 3rd straight game.
Yeah, I have no complaints about it. It's just a whatever pick.
I mean, it's probably the most normal hero.
To be honest, I was kind of hoping that Dire would pick some sustain heroes because Radiant's damage right now is really sussy.
Dire team ban.
And just kind of that, but not really like what I was thinking.
I actually like the Tiny quite a bit here. It has a lot of heroes. It has a lot of heroes to burst in theory, and it's a pretty decent matchup against the Pango.
I like the Tiny. I feel like we could own this game, or I could own really hard, so that's kind of exciting.
It's definitely a volatile hero, but that's kind of Tiny in general.
This is mid Tiny for sure, right? This game.
I mean, it should be. I would imagine.
I mean, if it's not like wait, like I don't know what we. I hope it's mid Tiny. If it's not, then.
I mean, they could still have the Pudge 1 and then the Tiny 4 and pick a mid next phase. You never know. You never know what Mr. Lens is cooking up, you know?
I'll say that Dire should pick a carry who will have a good lane. Dire needs to not pick some this Wraith King type shit again. Dire needs to pick something that's gonna have a good lane, okay, so that like they can play from a position of not smashed.
5 seconds remaining.
We will see. We will see.
What
Possible thing
hero?
get smashed again.
What hero would that be?
There's not as much threat of like Dire can't really run into the same scenario they had last game though, where there was like a Pugna just like ending the game at like really early, you know? Like,
that is true.
Dire's
There's gonna
more
be a
or less
lot of
safe from losing the way they lost last game.
There's gonna be a lot of clashing in this game. Like there's got to be a lot of skirmishes, I think, and just teams running into each other because neither team really pushes towers.
So far,
they
the
kinda...
Pangolier looks like he'll be very strong in these skirmishes.
Yes, the Pango definitely has some pretty good.
Honestly, it's kind of a hard ench game actually. They have so much magic damage on Dire, on Radiant, and
They do.
this was kind of a bad ench pick. But if you're good at ench, you can be pretty useful despite that. I don't know if they will be though. I like this
Good
pick.
lifestealer pick.
It's a very good pick.
Very good, I think. That was a.
Razor snap pick. Uh-oh.
Their draft looks really strange.
I need to
Um,
think about this Razor pick. I kind of feel like it's not actually a good Razor game.
It feels like a not great Razor game.
Like you're kind of like only picking this so you can like link the lifesteal. What if he just like infest bombs on you and kills you? Like they could just buy a double. Like Snapfire has built-in Force Staff. Pango has built-in like Escape. Enchantress and Snapfire could just bolt buy first and Force Staff.
I mean, Razor doesn't care as much as some heroes, but he also doesn't love Bane Doom.
I also don't think it wins the lane against Doom Snapfire because if whenever you link, like the Snapfire could just Q you and slow you, and then the Doom could just walk away. Like, you know what I mean?
You can also, I think, you can take damage through stealing as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Like you also could just.
Scorched Earth and Cookie, like you can maybe just die.
I think when Dire's lane is level 3, they'll just kill him. Like they could just kill either hero pretty easily.
This is also the legendary Filski Doom that I've heard so much about.
Sauce Rubik is pretty poggers though.
I figured it
But
out, guys.
they do have a fucking Pudge 4.
I've figured it out. Look at this Radiant team, right? Radiant team's like the rejects table at the lunchroom. You know, like all the kids do it on their other friend groups. It's kind of like awkward together. Dire is like some like actual like evil gang. You're gonna like curb stomp you into the ground. They're gonna summon Cthulhu. They're gonna stomp this game off of that alone.
I think of Dire more as like the goth kids.
I mean, they're like the goth kids, but they're like more than the goth kids. So, like the goth kids that can like actually do something, you know, like summon
No, I
Cthulhu.
think it's the goth kids.
Oh, okay. This is like okay. Usually, it's like goth kids are, like reading Edgar Allan Poe and listening to like sad music. But these guys are, like actually summoning Cthulhu. Like, this is more than that.
Maybe. Cat one, what do you think?
It's just not fair.
That one summoned
Wake her up, I
Cthulhu a
think.
number of times.
On that note, though, if you are just joining us, take a seat. You're here at the right place at the right time. It's the winner take all. Game number 3. An elimination best of 3 between Your Nightmares Over and Mo Filski Mo Problems. Mo Filski Mo Problems won game 1. But Your Nightmares Over. They bit back and equalized it at a 1-1. This is it. This is the entire season on the line. Both these teams made top 3 last season. One of them will go home. Round 1 losers. My name's Badger. I'm joined by Jim. I'm joined by Roho, and I think I'm still joined by Andy. And we're gonna be
Badger, I'm here.
we're
I
gonna be
would
for a
never leave you.
fantastic game 3. Haven't heard you in a bit,
I am
Andy. Good to
so
see you
ready.
still here.
Honestly, this is a base cast. I'm not needed.
I think this is the same starting build that Reed went last game. Which I'm not sure that Primal Beast and Pudge should buy the same items at the start of the game. But he is consistent, if one thing.
I think Reed built like the same like 3 items literally every game last season. Like it was actually kind of wild. Like, you literally could not tell what hero he was playing. He was playing like 12 different heroes, and it was the same item build every single game. With the
Wait, what was the item build?
it was like Wraith Pact. I think it might have been Drum in there. It was
Oh,
back
that makes
when,
sense.
Back when
That, I
was,
mean, that
like,
makes
the
sense.
items.
It was Wraith Fact.
It wasn't just Wraith Pact. It was like 2 other items too. Every game.
All right, time for me to go. We'll get back on my chair. I'll be back.
Okay. So we got top lane, Pudge, Sup, plus Darkseer, the Lifestealer, Enge. What should we expect in this lane?
And just taking a heal level 1, I'm not sure that's optimal. Not sure what the Ench Genius thinks here. Oh my god,
There's no
what
way.
are they
How
doing?
they didn't get the what?
You
going
saw
on in the
that,
back?
Badger?
How did they not get that?
They were standing on top
Oh
of
no! Why does the Ench have E level 1? This is not
There's
an
so
E
many
level.
disasters.
Guys, this is not an E level 1 Ench lane. I'm not happy.
It's a really bad E level 1. Isn't? Don't you just go impetus and just win?
Yeah, you just hit him really fucking. You just click on the Darkseer, okay, and then you click on him. That's what you do. You click on him.
Okay.
The other thing you could do is
I
you
got
could
it.
like hold your point, walk into lane, and if you see Darkseer freshly W himself as you walk into lane, then you would skill W and un-W him. You could do that as well. But any like you shouldn't be taking damage like from their lane. Like you should just be like queuing them and then walking away and then attacking them.
They actually are right though. Try clicking onto the Life Stealer's career. Maybe they're not lying.
I have to box drag it to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way we have to read over courier, right? There's no way. We're good.
Oh, it's like super disconnected from the. If you like hover to the way to the left side of it, you can click on it.
I'm trying to click it. I
Unfortunate.
am. How far away is this?
Wait, no,
The
now
box
it's just
is-
where it
Oh,
is.
it's I figured it out. I got it finally. Is the hitbox? Oh my god, this is like the worst hitbox.
It's
of
really
all time.
janky. It's really janky.
Dude, PMA
Oh my
bringing
God,
out the courier at the last
The
minute for the
diesel
all.
team is
winner
doing
take all
some wave
game.
dragging. They never wave drag. Oh, but they fucked it up. I always tell them that they. I always tell them that they should wave. I always tell Sauce that his team should wave drag more, and then they do it now, but they fucked it up. So it's kind of. I feel
Oh,
bad.
this is also one of those cases where end shield level 1 is extremely useless, and you're really sad
Yeah.
to see it. He has
Yo,
6
Radiant's
tangos
wave is
and
just
he's
going
not
into the
using
tower
it.
though. Oh my god.
What is happening in this top lane?
Yeah, I don't want to look at
Bottom
top lane.
lane.
It's kind of pissing me off.
Reasonably so. Going on to bottom on Nova.
Bottom lane, Nova is forced to cookie away. First blood. Not quite there yet, but Sauce still. Never mind, he will not get it. He'll have to turn to Filski instead. So a winning trade for Radiant, but no first blood yet.
Sauce Rubik is going to 1v9, right, Andy?
Oh, this guy got the
Easy.
12% move speed creep.
Oh, you mean on Doom? I was looking at M6. Wait a minute, I don't see the creep. Speaking of top lane, PMA has no rage. He's getting run down right now, but he's not quite dead. Hook is available for Reed. He'll use it on CB, so CB has tanked the hook. He too will not die. So again, both side lanes, Radiant winning trades, but no first bloods.
You know, we might need it written somewhere that lanes aren't real. Because these lanes are really going opposite from what both Rook and I expected.
I think the last player is just on a higher level, bro. Come on.
They really are. They really, really are.
I mean, mid's
But-
going about how we expected, no?
Let me... yeah, roughly.
Ooh, hook in by Reed, but CB has just enough HP to walk away. Fairy Fire available as well, but not used. Hey, what's going on mid? Both these mid laners are very low right now.
Mr. Lens could have tossed him into his range creep and made him tank the tower for a while. I actually think he fucked up.
First blood,
Oh.
Fade Bolt. Wait, not Fade Bolt. Just dead to the Plasma Field bottom lane. Nova on Snapfire dying to Sauce and Ultra.
2 points in telekinesis. Really interesting.
I agree. Interesting.
Not fully convinced, but
It might have been a misclick, or it might have actually just been, I guess, the hold.
Another hook top lane by Reed. This man's out of control right now. Eventually CB dies. Vacuum on 2, just for good measure.
That
But Reed
vacuum
dies.
kills Reed.
Yeah, he gave Reed a free trip to the fountain to restore his. Wait, he had half mana. Never mind, he was fine.
I'm also very shocked by these. In both games, they've bought in raindrops versus the Darkseer, and I've found it very interesting. The Darkseer.
It doesn't work against Pudge Q either, right? Because it's pure.
Yeah, so it's purely vacuum on the 60-second cooldown with 100 damage.
Ultra nearly dies bottom lane. Punish Sauce. I think it's going for the minute 4 rune, but they could not kill the Razor. Meanwhile, top lane again. It's another man fight. Perhaps man fight 2 the death the rate we're going. Reed has hook, but ooh. Wait, you can kill the glyph creep with that. I did not know that.
That was interesting.
It one-shot the glyph creep.
Wait, they like somehow insanely countered the Ench creep with this Pudge Ford that they first picked. Really good stuff. Really
what do you
intelligent
mean?
stuff.
Oh, because he can Q it, I guess.
He's gonna knock the Ench creep.
I think if Mr. Lens had like 10 more mana there, he could be dead right now, but He did not have the mana. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Cookie's missed by Nova. Sauce will use a lift on Nova. Nova will attempt the TP, and he'll barely get away. Meanwhile, top lane, see Diesel going on in with the vacuum, but instead he's losing the trade anyways.
Yeah, Lifestealer actually doesn't do much against like Darkseer at the very start of the lane, but it just he's gonna end up being a pretty potent against him. Stevie does not have any points in W. What the fuck?
Maybe he sees the pudge in the same like, you know what? I don't need creeps. If I have creeps, I lose. He's level 2, that's the problem.
No, but you want to
But you
have
can
the,
purge.
you can purge Ion Shell and Surge.
Surge. Yeah.
He's level 3. Maybe level 3 he'll get the W. I'm sure he will.
He
Right?
needs to have been a lot more greedy on his leveling, I think. His
There we
hero
go.
should have been really, really effective in this lane.
Yeah.
Over to bottom lane, Ultra. It's being gone. Saw that she lifted Nova back towards Ultra Gunner. And Nova right clicks down the carry Razor. Sauce has to run to the safety of his tower. Wait, is that a TP in by Reed? He's got the hook. Correction, no, he doesn't have mana for it! Oh
my.
no, disaster
No.
rotation from Reed.
Darkseer's also in base currently, so top is just a little bit wonky.
I mean, there's nobody there on the Radiant side. It's a free lane, pretty much. Correction, not pretty much, it's literally a free lane.
Yeah, Darkseer also immediately places the Ion onto a creep, and he's... Now that he's a lower level, this is where the Lifestealer is really starting to feel the free lane. I think some shenanigans caused him to not feel that, but now it's starting to feel more of how you envision.
Oh
the
my
lane.
god, wait, Dire blocked their... Ench blocked their own hard camp, but I guess Ench wasn't planning on skilling W until level 3, so... I guess so.
I guess, again, it's one of those things where if it gets unblocked and you're fine with it being unblocked as Ench, but it just wasn't unblocked.
Well, no, but I mean, it actually makes sense because the Ench wasn't going to skill their W and then have it
Vico,
even level 2.
He's
for a while.
rolling on around right now with an Arcane Rune to bring down Reed and Sauce. Well, Sauce also will die. 1 kill to Vico, 1 kill to Filski, so... That's 4 kills now for Mo Filski, Mo Problems, and they're up by that 4-2 margin.
Yeah, this is not the start that a Razor really wants to have.
What's on Razor's career right now? It's a glove of hate, so he's got...
So
What,
Tiny has
partial
not found a
shreds?
chance to get involved in the game yet, which I think is... I don't know. I feel like there was some opportunity for him to TP bottom and counter gank, no? Maybe I'm wrong.
I think there was.
Oh, Tiny got a haste, so this could be big. For his
That's a
game.
big 50-50 from Mr. Lens. He was top, Vico was bottom, and Lens, it's a big, big room.
I mean, definitely the higher skill player.
How is Andy's Hunlift going?
There's no Hunlift going on.
Okay, sorry, I was just asking
Big
questions.
read attempt from Jim. Big miss. Vico was, again, possibly over-rotating here. He went for the rotation, this time it missed, so, he has some time for Mr. Lens to get ahead in XP mid lane.
Vico loves tangos. He always has a bunch of them. I
Yeah.
really respect that.
I guess in this matchup it makes sense. Mr. Lens just keeps throwing spells at him, so I was like, alright, I'll get some tangos. I'll heal it off.
True, but he always has just the amount over what he what he needs. But this time, being pretty harassed.
Whoa there, Vico. You already used the magic wand. Lens has a haste rune.
Oh.
He's, I believe, 2 more hits. Correction, only 1 more hit. That's a dead Pangolier. Mr. Lens at a big punish, and now into the dire jungle. Filski's being run as well. Avalanche
what
will
the-
miss from Mr. Lens. Filski will now TP.
Where do you
Toss is there in time. Meanwhile, top lane CB dies. Back to bottom lane. Nova TP's away. Filski might not be so lucky. There's still hasted time with Avalanche online and right the hell now. Goodbye, Doom. Or to top lane again. It's a dive on PMA, who's half HP. He's looking to kill the creeps, trying to die that Ion Shell. Hook is missed by Reed. Now PMA is inside the infested creep. A lot of action across the map. I believe a big win for the Radiant side. And now the CBTP canceled the TP. Unfortunate.
That was some interesting movement by Mr. Lens, but the rotation was definitely good. Definitely
Is
is
pretty
it-
close to their blink now.
Yeah. And let's see if he can do it again. He's been trained pretty well in this manner to 50-50 the runes.
Oh
man,
my,
he
how
was
does
too
he do
good.
it?
Oof.
Bro,
was
why don't
very
you
on
ever get
Mr.
rid of
Lens,
that?
getting the 50-50s today.
Brutal play by Mr. Lens.
Bro, why don't you ever get 50-50s like this?
I'm not skilled enough.
Okay.
What's going
Maybe we can watch the
on?
new episode of Succession tonight.
Maybe I might go to bed right after the cast.
Oh, okay.
Bless you, Jim. We got some seeders going on. Bottom lane, the one we're looking at right now. This T1 tower appears to be very, very doomed. No pun intended. You know, top lane, the siege unit is not on the tower yet, so gonna be a little bit slower. But mid lane's where the action's happening, because Mr. Lens and Ultra are both there right now. Swashbuckle mostly misses. Vico rolls. Ultra TPs. Mr. Lens will attempt to use the geometry. He's now knocked to the high ground, but the roll is still there. Now Lens, who's half HP, is in a lot of danger. He'll attempt the run. He's got the avalanche only on one, but the kisses from Nova finish the job, and Diesel will join his teammate in the grave eventually. Sauce gets away, but at that point, that's not worth it. You lose 2 big cores. You do not get that tower. Big win for Filski, no problems.
Really good roll by Vico.
There's a lot of towers just dying right now. So, oh no, Sauce. He stole a scatter blast, but his life will be stolen right back. R.I.P. Rubik.
I wish there was a way to give you undirected camera so I could just lay down in bed. Sorry, that wasn't very relevant.
No. What is slightly more relevant is the action mid, where again, the siege unit already died. Hook on to, oh, rage reaction in time, dodges the avalanche. He's still half HP, he's manning up on the Pudge. Pudge has the mech heal from Diesel, but
Oh,
no
this
life
Razor's
beyond
going Mask of Madness. I am not a fan of this.
Me neither.
Lifestealer's just gonna kill you, bro.
The roll is active. Cookie forward. Diesel's in a lot of danger. He attempted the surge,
Wow.
but there's no way out but down. 9 kills
That-
down for Filski.
Is not an effective blink reveal. These teams do not love smokes. That is a definite, and Mr. Lens has not been able to make use of this blink.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think
Pengu
PMA
now has
for
the
his
full
part-
refusal.
Pudge is pretty poor by Reed standards, which is kind of bad because I feel like Pudge needs Blink and Shard to actually be useful in the in a more meaningful sense.
Top lane, Blink, Avalanche, Toss, Dismember online. This time PMA dies. You want Vico as well. Vico has roll in 1. He'll not need to use it, however. He'll just walk away. But again, you kill the lifestealer, that's more than worth it.
Radiant's bottom tower
Wait a minute, Lens. Maybe another one here. He's got the Avalanche, he'll have a toss again. He'll toss back towards Sauce. Vico will swashbuckle away. He'll have to use the roll. Hook! Ooh, a slight bit short there from Raid. If that killed Vico, that would have been awesome. But it did not happen.
It was really close to being awesome. Good try by Breed.
Dire's middle tower
Oh, a Lifestealer's a Radiance queued up. I don't like this.
There's a lot of interesting things we're seeing come out.
Is the idea maybe to get a Radiance and then like infest an Ancient Creep and then play from there so you can't get
No.
roots? I don't know. What's the idea with that
no,
one?
no.
I mean,
That
Because
was a lot more
because they have a
viable
lot of
than
melee.
that.
They effectively have 4 melee heroes, right? I think that's the idea.
oh,
But,
CP's
like,
dead, by the
is
way.
the idea good? No.
I know back in the day you used to see a bit of that on the on the Lifestealer.
I think Lifestealer should go Deso. And
So it is a very, very good Deso gun.
yeah.
I
And
think
then
also you
if
play
he
like
click,
BKB.
if he clicked on Razor and saw that Razor has a fucking Mask of Madness, like, yeah.
He's here to farm. He is here to farm.
They definitely should get a BKB this game though, for sure.
I don't
I don't hate the Radiance, but I do think there's more optimal
Wait, but even
ways.
you know,
but-
I mean, they're against darks here, bro. Like, it's gonna
Yeah, yeah. It's not great, but
like you know, pierces. You know the wall pierces self immunity, right? Like,
no,
it's-
I know, I
okay,
know. I
okay, I'm
know.
just checking. I think it's actually kind of grief. Like, I think it's like a waste of gold.
Yeah, at least it gives you the Sacred Relic so you can hit hard, I guess. Honestly, a really early Nullifier would probably be pretty based from him, I think.
Ooh,
I really
that'd
like
certainly be
the,
interesting.
like, honestly, even just like, I don't know, like Nullifier BKB or something, like something wacky.
Yeah, I feel like they actually have a lot, kind of have a lot of options, but I wouldn't put Radiance as one of them. I mean, at least it's not a total grief item, okay? It's not like absolutely like a grief shit.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Radiance is that it gives you at least attack damage, so.
I mean, it's gonna make you farm faster the whole game. Like,
Oh, they blocked a lot of his camps.
Yeah, it's only 2 camps blocked, but again, that means he's farming a little bit further to the left. And perhaps we can gank and punish him at the western end of this jungle now.
Kind of chilled out. They did their one smoke gank, and it was pretty successful. But now they've decided that maybe they don't. You know, they can just farm and feel okay about this game. I'm not sure if that's the correct read, but
Now, seems
Not a
like
ton of
top
space
lane
for
that
life
Ultra
there.
and Diesel are in danger. Radiant had some vision, but the
Thoughts on
scattering
Radiant's
is not
life
there in
stealer?
time. Vico goes forward. Ultra has the plasma in the field. Vico gets gone on by Reed and Mr. Lens. They double blink and they double kill Vico. And now Nova is in a lot of danger. Kisses were stolen by Sauce. It's 2 dead on the dire side, and CB may tick down. He will not, but it's still 2 big kills. We're about to see
What
the
did you
CP
say,
Tower
Andy?
Vinder attack.
I was just wondering thoughts on Radiant's life stealer.
oh, we were just talking about it. We don't. I don't like it.
It's kind of weird.
and I
Yeah,
don't
this
like
game-
it that much either. But I think that it could be worse things.
Well, sure.
Bottom lane, Blink Avalanche toss on the Doom, but Doom is entirely fine. Leave it TP just for fun. Getting away from that one. Alright, no tower's dead. Thought we might see a tower die top lane, but the tower's still actually half HP. It's pretty healthy. This thing is
I had the
not going
hiccups like
down.
the
yet.
water.
Vika really needed to get his roll off, I think. I think he tried to go for the swashbuckle in, but he really just needs to get this roll off from even a far distance away. They're standing right under a ward.
Both teams have a pretty decent idea of what's going on right now. Again, both teams know what's going on. They don't want to go in this situation.
Echo Saber on Mr. Lens.
It'll be the Blink Echo Ags Daedalus for Lens. I think he's done this build multiple times in the past, so he's very familiar with this build at this point.
It's definitely a fun build.
I think Vico may have actually missed the swashbuckle there. I don't think it changes the situation mid, but what can you do sometimes?
A little bit of a what can you do. Ultragun has been farming in a really, really aggressive position for quite a long time, just playing under these two really strong wards they have. Ooh.
There's a dire smoke. I believe Radiant may have seen the tip of that one.
BKB on Razor.
I returned.
This playing it, Vico is pump faking the roll, looking at dire vision. They see the Razor, but only the Razor. He'll inside Pangolier. They'll jump on the Razor, but he BKBs in time. He's now linking Pangolier, taking a good bit of damage. Reed will use his member. Teammate pops out, but again, with Vico dead, the big core loss to begin the fight. I think the fight's already
Something got
over.
him,
The fight's
we're not-
over. Pango dead, tower dead, big loss.
Ooh, they did drop a Brigand's Blade. So that'll be really strong for the Pango.
Alright, we've turned level 7 Swashbuckle into level 8 Swashbuckle.
I think it's like level 12 Swashbuckle when he had the Brigand's Blade. That item is so crazy.
But you kind of have to do damage to the enemy heroes beforehand, and they've been struggling with even that.
At this point, I mean, they don't have another angle of initiation. I mean, they can like raw throw out Mortimer's Kisses, but that's not the most reliable play in the world.
Not at all. This Razor BKB, they haven't been able to really punish him super effectively, so he got it at a pretty decent timing.
I mean, luckily there will be no other Radiant BKBs anytime soon, it appears, because again, we're not seeing BKB in the quick buy for the Tiny or for the Darkseer, but this Razor having might be enough though. Especially when Pudge and Rubik are both coming in on defensive options. Pudge will have the Shard, and Rubik will have a Glimmer Cape. I actually would like for Sauce to also have a Shard, but you can buy it later, I'm sure. I'll buy it after the Glimmer Cape.
Most likely. Also, we saw the Pudge having the Eye of the Vizier was really, really big for him there, because that means he can catch the... In an ideal fight, he can catch the Pango off of his initiation, and also will help with the Shard that he currently has coming out to him.
Well, that'll be a blink hook from Reed. Missing it on CB. Outpost retaken. Question of the day, when is Roshan taken at this point? Soon? Is it far? When does Roshan die?
Neither teams are very good at it, so I would imagine it looks like Radiant has definitely the better positional advantage.
Radiant is even worse at it than Dire. Dire's actually not too bad though. They have Lucky Shot. They have.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
they have a
Lifestealer doesn't have a Deso or anything, but they do have an Ench. They have Little Shredder too, which is like, I don't know, kind of nice.
Yeah, Radiance is up from the Lifestealer. Not, as we said, maybe what we were hoping for as much, including also Assange. I guess Heaven's Halberd is decent this game for sure. But it is still big for his farming.
Well, Reed is smoked, hasted, and blinking on PMA. He'll dismember. The wall is on the floor. PMA can infest. He'll go inside CB, but CB's hooked back in by Reed. CB and PMA both are in a lot of danger of the roll. It's fantastic, but it cannot save the Life Stealer. And now Vico must be careful lest he dies. Well, he cannot blink. He's got Swashbuckle. He has the Shield Crash. But Reed almost at the perfect angle, and he'll cut him off there. That's 3 dead on the Filski Mo problem side, and they're running into a lot of living problems right now on this Dire side.
They have not used Doom, I think, a single time.
He doesn't have level 2 Infest. I see.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was like, why didn't he just jump into one of the Ancient Creeps? And now I see he doesn't have level 2 Infest, and it all makes sense.
Well, Doom has been used, by the way. If you were looking for that, it has been used, but
this Filski Doom is. It's feeling really sad at this time. They haven't even been able to utilize the Mortimer's Kisses. They haven't been able to use this Doom BKB or the Lifestealer Radiance timing.
Yeah, I mean, I say that Ench pick isn't really enabling anything to happen, and Ench isn't farm themselves. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I think that this like Ench pick was like, it's like incredibly grief by Dire. I mean, like Ench is the poorest hero in the game by a noticeable margin. Like.
Another blink dismember from Reed. The team is not there yet, but they're on the way, and they've got the outpost. Filski, make it saved by Vico. He's again with a perfect roll, perhaps killing Reed, but Filski will be the trade. It's an unfavorable 1v1 that could get real bad real fast. Vico will TP. Radiant no CB is there. Vacuum misses, lands the 10th Avalanche, but he's a little bit late on that one, so it's only a 1-for-1. Wait, is that a Darkseer or Shard?
Darkseer does have Shard, which they have a lot of Magic community, so I'm not sure that I'm the biggest fan of this as early as it is, but I do think it's an underrated Shard.
I don't think I've ever seen it before, so I'm like reading it right now. Like, all right, what does it actually do?
No, I think it's pretty good.
It looks like it doesn't really do that much, but the fact that the slow number is at 50% is a very, very high. Like, that's one of the
slow is giga annoying.
It's a lot. That's one of the highest slows in the game, I think, by probably a fairly decent margin. Butterfly on Ultra Gunner. Oh man.
He is here to right click, and he went mass disassemble into Butterfly plus Satanic. This
I really
man
hope
is
he
getting
goes to
strong.
Lincoln's. I think he needs to not get doomed.
Well, at this rate, yeah, I don't know. This Doom just hasn't been used. I'm feeling really, really underwhelmed by the lack of what they've been able to like put together. Because they have really powerful spells and timings, but they're doing kind of this two-man smoke. Maybe they can catch someone out with it.
And seems to be interested in riding waves now, which is kind of, or maybe they were, I don't know. They're just here.
Are scanning.
EB's in the trees. Yeah. Not dead. He is not dead.
The smoke catches on nothing.
And if you're
All
both those
Sandy.
chemo problems, what's the gameplay at this point? What's the plan to bring things back?
I don't know. I wanted to hear from Andy and his thoughts on what their game plan should be.
Andy. He's abandoned us.
At this point, if you're both those chemo problems, I'll reiterate. Well, what's the gameplay? It seems like they're losing this game at a fairly moderate speed. What do you do to bring this one back if you're on the dire side?
You start a fight with a good Doom, and you stun the punch so he can't save the people who get doomed.
Is under attack.
Yeah, this Ultra Gunner won't be very effective on this Razor, I think, if you manage to get the Doom off early on them. The issue you're running into is that they're so farmed on every other hero that
I mean, they're just doing Roshan right now. Like,
BKB is on Darkseer. I actually kind of like this purchase. I think if he gets doomed, it's not very strong, but they can't really afford to.
it'll let him like not care about Pango roll, which I think is really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, 2 lives for Ultra Gunner. The trade was for a tier 2, but at this point, your nightmare is over. Want to make the nightmare that much more scary. They don't want to let this one slip out of their control. I mean, this could even be possibly a high ground time situation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of what Dire has. I actually like their draft, and I think they've done some nice things, but they haven't really been able to make any effective moves with.
They haven't really
the
like tried to
strong
lifesteal their
spells they
Pango
have.
bomb. They haven't really gotten any like Doom ultis off. Like, they haven't really gotten cookies off. It's just
Yeah,
been- it's
I
been a
think
tough game.
Mortimer's plus Pango roll is usually a strong enough combo to kill most heroes,
Yeah.
and they haven't really been able to like utilize that. Now that BKB's are out on 2 cores,
I mean, Radiant's got a lot of defensive capabilities now. Hopefully, Sauce buys the shard soon as well. But they've gotten a lot of ways to help their teammates out on everyone.
Oh man, I mean, if this fight, and we're 800 gold from Satanic on Ultra Gunner. That's scary.
it's definitely scary that he's even higher net worth than the Doom at the moment. I think notably as well, Rook Enchantress would never be this poor. He'd probably be above net worth than the Pango if I was playing Pango. And he'd be carrying this game. So it's a little sad that we won't be able to see the long range impetus shots coming out from this hero.
Sad eel.
On the bright side, though, Lads does have nightmares over the Rook Enchantress.
That's true. I did play it one
I
game.
think you played it once. It's been banned every game since.
Yeah, they got really. They weren't unhappy. It wasn't my
I
fault,
believe-
Rojo. I was a good person.
I believe you.
They had just some really bad heroes in doing Enchantress core. It was pretty sad for the enemy team. I don't think they killed him once.
They do have a lot of evasion on the Lifestealer, so there's some
Lifestealer
evidence
build
for him
just
to play
doesn't
the
do any
game,
damage though.
yeah, it's really defensive, and it's. I don't know that there's any way he kills this Razor, especially not twice before
Yeah.
MKB.
I'm glad that like Radiant is just hitting racks with the first Aegis. Like, this is the time to be. They do not have the damage to kill you, and you have a lot of items.
And here we go, jump on the back lines. Darkseer is saved by Reed! And now it's Sauce and Reed scattering, but Ultra is ready to fight. Biko roll, stunning 3 heroes. Pudge dead, Darkseer dead, Ultra still fighting. Filski perhaps the trade, but he's still running away! The tree toss will bring him down. Ultra is forward. Diesel buys back, Teeps into the fight. Nova dead. CV goes out down to the tree volley. So it's currently once again a 2v4. It was a 2-for-3 trade, but Radiant have the 4 to go high ground now, and there's no
That
buybacks.
cookie steal from Sauce was so nice. Clean stuff.
Yeah, that's very clean stuff from Radiant. Mr. Lens is really, really big on this Tiny. Usually at this point I would expect, maybe if you have the Axe and the Chrysalis, that it would have been disassembled back his saber, but he has both.
I feel like his Tiny has looked way more clean than the other 2 heroes he's played this series. Like, even, like, not saying his Pugno is bad or anything, but it's, like, he really hasn't, like, made any, like, serious, like, mistakes as Tiny, you know? He's pretty much just, like, gotten off good ganks, farmed appropriately, and, like, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's been strong on this Tiny for sure. They've done a lot off of it. And we saw Reed had a pretty good dismember there on an ally, so this pick is, as interesting as it was, it kind of worked out for its intended purpose.
This is just a very, very scary game state to be a racks down. It's technically only a 4K lead, but you're up 4K into Doom Midas. I mean, it feels like much more of a lead than 4K. It's like an actual 10K lead.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
on
they
Dire's
did what they
items
wanted
also
to.
aren't helping. Like, there's like
Yeah.
Lifesteal doesn't do any damage. Like, Ensh is not a hero really. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say a similar thing of that. I think Dire kind of did what they wanted, as in that last fight. I think that was actually quite a good jump. Getting the Darkseer right away, was definitely a correct. I think that's a good read by them, but it didn't really end up mattering just based on kind of the variety of items that they've built and how far behind they've managed to kind of get in this game. So they might even just push high ground again here. They just is out though.
Aegis out, Satanic on. Ultra and Lens will go high ground anyways, it appears. Ooh, that's a lot of tiny damage, but this is scary, scary game state right now. It's T3, it's holding its ground, but how
I mean,
much
Dire
longer?
could look for another Infest Bomb, but who do you go for again? The Darkseer, and then you hopefully Pango roll the Pudge at the same time? I don't know.
He's infested inside Doom right now. He'll pop out perhaps. Member on Doom. PMA still on the inside. He pops out now. Vacuum will be there on
That's a
Doom.
good Doom.
Bill skied down. The Doom is still on the Razor, but Razor is absolutely fine. He's even tossed in further by his Tiny. He's not dying anytime soon. PMA is trying to fight. He's still dying. Hook. No! Ultra actually died! This time he's finally dead. Remember, will be there on PMA, but PMA is dead to Mr. Lens anyways. But no, he's not. He's still fighting. They couldn't kill him. I thought he was dead, but no, the damage killed everybody else. And now Lens has to run. No, the Daedalus crit. Now that'll kill PMA. Triple kill for the 9 at the back end of that fight. A lot of chaos in that one.
A very fortunate crit there, but if they don't
Still
get a
might
lot
be
off of this,
dead. Hookie stuns. There's no backup. The Tiny
they
will
did
die.
get they got something pretty valuable.
Oh my god, that was a lot of gold from that kill.
Yeah.
I mean, it did cost them 2 buybacks, so...
This is kind of what I was talking about with the... Dooming the Razor is pretty good, but if you can get nothing off. And then the Brigand's Blade Pango is actually pretty much the entire reason that Razor dies there. He took a lot more damage from that last Swashbuckle than he normally would have. Otherwise, he was man-fighting pretty strong.
I love Brigand's Blade Pango. I think it's a great inclusion in Dota.
True. Except I never get it. Oh.
I'm fine with removing Brigand's Blade and Diffusal Blade and Swashbuckle and Pangolier. Get rid of all of them.
I think actually he should just be a Rolling Thunder from the beginning of the game that does no damage. And that'll be his whole hero.
No, he should be Rolling Thunder the entire game, and all he does is roll around stunning people.
It should be a level 1 ability with no mana and no cooldown, and then that's the only ability he has.
Isn't that Primal Beast?
No, Primal Beast actually does damage as well.
That doesn't help.
Wait, Pangolier is going refresher. I've never seen this. Is this a real thing?
This is not the tech, unfortunately. I do think, I mean, he almost has the money to outright buy an Octarine if he disassembles his Arcanes, which I think would be a really, really good for him. I mean, obviously the Basher is pretty good. I think Lincoln's is like okay, but it's strong.
Interesting stuff. I would, if it was me, I'd be rooting for the Octarine.
Seems like Octarine's not going to happen. Courier is on the way to Secret Shoppings. Man, he doesn't have buyback. He'll just buy the two rings of both type.
Oh, I really hope he doesn't do that.
I got bad news for you, Roho.
No!
What can
You
do?
know, the reason that this is so bad is for the fact that you can't Rolling Thunder during your other Rolling Thunder. So he's just gonna, like, refresh, and then he'll just be in Rolling Thunder, and then get out of Rolling Thunder, and then need to do it again. It's a lot of mana as well, which I suppose he does have, but...
This rolls around in the team fight for a full, 10 seconds. This is, you know what? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna roll it for 10 more seconds.
Maybe even turn this into like a Lotus Orb or something. Like, that's honestly a lot better than the refresher.
It's too late. I mean, he's already committed a lot
He
of
even
money
put
towards
the
that.
he put the one Perseverance back so that they don't know what he's doing. But I'm not sure that that's going to affect their game plan super heavily. Nova's pretty deep here in the trees. Wonder what he's cooking up.
He's
DD on
looking for a
Tiny.
creep cut. He's been really patient on this one.
They're gonna have BKB and DD on Tiny. This is really terrifying stuff.
Luckily, Nova has the creep. Never mind, he's not creep cutting. He's waiting even longer for the next wave. He's saying, you know what? The wave will call to me. I will know when it's time to cut the wave. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Radiant
he's
see him,
checking for
Radiant
it.
see him, Radiant see him, Radiant see him. They can one-shot him. With Tiny.
Oh, they decide against it. Just go for Roche. It's the call.
Roshan's half HP. It's Roshan number 2. Tree Volley committed. It's a third HP. Dire nearby, but already fast enough. Ultra is hitting. Filski's running. He'll go, but he's lifted up by Salt. Ultra leaves the pit. Wall vacuum there on 3. Filski. We use the Doom onto the Darkseer. Ultra looks to man fight, but it's stolen by Sauce! Use on the Lifestealer. Dismember on Vico. Vico is crit down with the Daedalus. He's got no buyback. Filski to fall. PMA hooked in. PMA dead. All 3 cores down. And 2 of them do not have buyback. CB will attempt the force. He'll attempt the run, but there is no running. There is simply carnage. 4 down for Mo Filski, Mo problems. And at long last, they may have run into a problem they cannot face. It is Ultra Gunner with 2 live. Correction, Mr. Lens. With where you just grab it? Somebody? With 2 lives on the Tiny.
2 lives.
And he's ready to go high ground right here, right now. And if they succeed in this high ground seed, it'll be the season.
I think this can be explained pretty simply by simply saying Sauce God. That was a extremely good Doomsteal, and he gets to even keep it into the second fight. With it with the Timeless Relic as well, so this thing does not run out.
S-God, easy for S-God.
It's also doing 85 pure damage a
S-God.
second. That's definitely looking at the S-God angle, and they are dead for a long time. Ags even is on Ultra Gunner, so I'm not sure there's anything they can do about this.
They don't. I mean, it could have been thrown, actually. Potentially. I mean, this is a glyph now, but again, this... There's 20 seconds until Vico. You're not fighting without Vico. I'm not sure if you're even fighting with Vico at this point, but you're definitely not fighting without Vico. He will have the refresher for next fight on Pangolier for what it's worth, but...
Not much, but... Maybe we'll be proven wrong.
Sauce just has spell steals for another... That's what, like 2.5 minutes on the Doom still? That's a lot of time to
3
play around
minutes
with
pretty
Doom.
much, yeah.
Yeah, I think if Lifesteal wasn't Doom there, perhaps that's a fightable fight, but with Lifesteal or Doomed, it's so.
Yeah. These are the cases you're playing against Rubik. You really have to be able to get that Doom and then the Scorched Earth. It's pretty detrimental to give that away. Lincoln's, oh,
They find Ultra Gunner. Ultra Gunner was absolutely alone, and they did not give him the Aegis. He'll get doomed. He got Satanic off in time. He's still trying to run the roll. Will be there. Vac only on one. Vico is hooked forward, dismembered by Reed. Into the tree volley. It's a 1-for-1. Filski wants more. He's going for Diesel. He'll try to Shivas and run away. But again, the stolen Doom on PMA. Goodbye, Lifestealer. He'll attempt to Lifesteal through, but there's too much dataless damage. Now CB is getting slapped down. Another dismember is there on Nova. Nova tries to run, but there's no running from Sauce and Reed. Maybe there is actually. He's still running away. He slipped it back by Sauce, and the GG is called. And just like
Easy
that,
Sauce.
your nightmare is over. From the brink of elimination, win 2 games in a row to keep their season alive. And for Mo Filski, Mo Problems, they're eliminated in round 1 of losers.
Sheesh, Hell's God.
Sauce God.
Sauce God.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
The cast is like over, but sure.
The cast isn't over until Jim says it's over, Roger.
Okay. Yeah, your nightmare is over. What about a great Game 2 plus Game 3 performance, though? I mean, again, back up against the wall. And they win the 2 in a row they need to win. I mean, this is just fantastic, though, especially Game 3. Looked real good in Game 3.
It's a fun games.
These were
The
fun
fucking
games.
two is the wackiest. Cookies.
They had some pretty interesting threats. The Pudge 4 ended up having pretty high impact in that game.
Sauce, again, good game from Sauce. And Diesel back-to-back Darkseer performances. And again, what's the damage stats on Mr. Lens and Ultra this game? I feel like they both did a ton of damage. Oh, not that much. I guess it is.
But
top 2
comparatively
in the game,
yeah,
yeah.
pretty high. Especially that building damage, 15k on Ultra, 10k on Lens.
This is a very low damage game in general, but still. And they keep their hopes and dreams alive for at least another week. There's still a very long losers run to go, but there is hope. And I mean, for Mo Filski, Mo Problems, just an unfortunate season. I mean, there was a lot of promise going from being a team top 3 last season. We bring in Filski, who again was rated by the community the number 1 offlaner in LANs last season. And this isn't the only team to not live up to expectations. They're definitely did not live up to expectations, sadly. What can you do, right?
What can you do?
And meanwhile, in the other series, Pizza Dog took game number 3. So Pizza Dog win 2-1 tonight, and then your nightmare is over. Also win 2-1 tonight. That'll be all tonight's series. We are going to end it tonight, though. Thanks for coming on, Roho and Andy, and I guess Jim if he's back from the bathroom. You guys got any final words, call outs, shouts to say to the people of League of Lads?
Big shout out to Cat One, I think, really got us through these games. And then obviously
Peace.
congrats to Your Nightmare and Pizza Dog.
Massive shout outs to Cat One.
Yeah, but mostly Cat One.
Yeah, most Cat One. Let's keep it real.
All right, so I'm gonna go end the stream now. Congratulations to Your Nightmare is over on the 2-1 victory over Mo Filski Problems. Not quite sure when we'll be back yet, but I do know that tomorrow we got some more lads playoff action. I believe it'll be Ka in the next D crew casting Core Club versus Big Brood equals no father figure. So again, Rusi versus Logical. Hell of a series on the docket tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go watch Ka cast that one. If you have any caster games, cast your tournaments. If you're a pro TO looking for a caster slash looking for a tournament organizer or tournament admin, me up. Contact me on Twitter, twitter.com/Badado2, or over on Discord, Badado5713. Going to work anytime, any place, any region. But as always, to the viewers, thank you for watching, and have a great night.